loud and clear. Your useful questions were taken into account. So as a member of the committee, I'll be surprised that you don't have a copy of this.
Mr. Speaker, the intervention I made was to help you, because I, as a member, have copies, but there were some amendments proposed to some of the bills. So what I was holding may not be what we are discussing now, because when you meet at committee and amendments are being proposed, the new bill there is then presented. We've not been given copies after that meeting, and that's the point I'm drawing your attention to. That after the discussion, we are not given copies.
No,
of the
Honourable Member, you are completely wrong. Proposed amendment of a committee to a bill will then be part of the committee's report, and it will be captured on the order paper. But in this case, there was no proposed amendment on part of the committee, so nothing was attached to the report. And if you look at the order paper for today, there was also no proposed amendment as advertised. For that reason, I open the floor for any member that will have a proposed amendment to a clause, and it is in the absence of any proposed amendment to a clause that I will then put the question. So I don't understand the point that you are making.
Because I'm not believing the electronic transaction levy. I'm not believing that.
But it is the electronic transaction levy that is under consideration.
Mr. Chairman, but we have other bills that
And then you have to wait. But when those bills are being considered, then you can legitimately raise your point. So I think you are completely out of order.
I'm guided, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm guided. Thank you.
J. Am I a bindia? Timana Odiawie. Abaya Odiawie no, who is an individual be at me, say, what a sight about the same excavator. I feel no, who's in a man never support. Since, sir, Satana will be quite rose. I said this. Yes, excavator or person party. Nipas Moon Mobos Aquanso. I will be there at the immediate Tiao. I was hard, you know. Until you are dying and we season Rano, San Rama Quine. What year we know? Let's go to more men. You said Ghana for you now. I don't buy against me. Say, if it was a sight, if you are nearby, and I see a mammy, Cajun Fiadi, who's a senior papa, because a sight, and you could charge that to be a mono. Fine. Or no, so a party, but on the corner, I said this such example. Until you said, yeah, no more such an example. I say, one was our one another. No fighting galamse, who na warrior dear, and ye shall see through so. No nanka confiscate. No my odia. Near papa could be dear good. None you get them to what because I have addressing nation. I'm yet to see. Near your oceana. And Francis was bonny beer, my party, and I can only be a young be saying nothing you ever pay to me a deal. Yeah, one excavator. Yeah, Percy Blakey, and I should MPP for excavator. Opening Pachois, MPP near Ghana. MPP for opening this already. Bibian, the final Quanswa at the Asumjiba. J. Me, I'm a decam example. Me and Makoto Meka. Mrs. Carey, obit missing fee, was a moon you know, no drug was in for ending. Mena media, men pet, Meshina, Obin can be answered. It says not to say from now on. Master Nabu say, media, when you could pass on the non press company, Gabriel in your coin and say, Sagam say fighting. Senanado, Mred do say, and can fight, and I said, small scale money business. On fancy small scale money for Nankasankasansa. Tidy power, management, control, monitoring, BBR on fancy woman, sir. It proposed Hanoko, you go so good to one and more, a banner budget in the edgement. Offer woman, and Cabana quad audio move you. Say about the oil in our first one, I will pay 3 moon. Fashion the panasa, John Fasso. For regressions go a crema woman. For 2 minutes in armor woman. So whereby I say a government and Cabia, small scale manners and Ancastle 2 women, and almost among call for boom lasso. And I come one casa, Chinua, Cabani free. This was will be a my banso. And to one for pounding in armor woman. Because you are course around a bit of money power, we are what cover, or criminal, a bit diatic, a bit man near this half for more of him. No picky woman, no much nasty. No, the management national almost have been 24C. Sorry, so the idea Jack from 4 a being one young say, Jumano, what the man is on one vessel. Now this is a mano. They go there so the bra bang. If I saw the bra bang, no didn't ask because it's Galamse will be a tin of the passing gun. It's sure say, Bill. forest say biom bibia say biom enti this time around there yes sir na dan go for say small scale miners so sample on fa mamu into town regulatory bodies ni there omni small scale miners ni adwuma na aba na ka no oyi hu o man ho time say bia the next 10 years there bi mi ho afiri mu small scale miners na nkasa no mumra mo fa mo hye mra kwa ba na me de mama mbefa so manage no na for the next 10 years bi mi ho afiri mu mo no regulatory bodies ni adwuma tumi bia mra mu tumi bia sa mo saka na mo tumi ya adwuma no me de amamo munya adwuma no so atase me catch you say enu na be so with this problem because aban bako obi aboy na from there so still mpo mo na aban is all fight no afere na ekon no kure mo ayda
si ana bosome no de atoso miensa na enkakran yesi akoko benum nsuo poko apoko little by little ye de ko awieye eje na eye obenem match bosome de toso aduno enso ejaka hwie benefo anan kaje se ye kwakora oforisio April bosome no emu edisa woda so won kwa wa hoden a na boni bia nka wa odofo da nyame ase wate obi nya waye the science ena wiye me kan for ma sese wuteme nka wiye yi na wo wafidie na ato nita fa memanti na wutie yen odofo na wo no dia wo no ne nipa beka na wudi akire ne nipa beka na wo hwe ne nipa beka fo afa ahwene na wo dwene ho dia e de meka ne se wo yade wo yade so wata de papa bi na wo se wonsa papa bi na wo se nsuo papa bi na wo perfume papa bi na wo mpabo papa bi na wo a menu afase esi ho wate enwini ne nipa beka ho o nipa da sani die ngofo ne enwom afen so ya TikTok wo woman gada on TikTok no I follow, no I like, no I share, come at Eddie Maye. It's more my basso, no more like, more like. More likes and any more. George Pablo. Me tell one car ever has say. For her, Adia Bakwa, you know, we made the age jaw, made the chow qua. First can't talk. For what you was so fair, make it to a be numbing in the war and casacra. What you say? Oh, honor more one who boy nyansafo. What you say? Oh, wha, who boy nyansafo. Oh, wha, who boy sikafo. Because Sesebe, what general from Crana would who boy nyansafo, who nyansa. Is answer ni any and a more true horma won't be two. A bet sure will near me be. A do wha, me say, found who bought a nyansafo. What you say? Fa ho bo anyasafo fa ho bembe sikafo kakra so what you say na be boa wo amodi ye because we kura asma make a Bible kura kan ho asem so kwasia ode ne ho bo anyasafo a ohunu nyansa etimesrew se wote menka wote menne ewa ha na wo bo bra etu na mo bia odo me se fa ho bo anyasafo ton Paumbo one na ebe impact your life positively. Se say abrabona ye womo no drama, no jealousy o. Obi asebe wo do ho bebo no na ni bre no menu adwane firi ne ho. Dwane firi no na enya nwanwa so obetime ne afoforo akoya apam ama wode awdura begu aduanim ama wode awu. What in America no? Bebre si enamfo ayeto nsadidie ne ho nkro ne bai. Ba ko bia ye no Judas wo mu a won de ne brew na de ya na awra ho eya ne se obi wo ho no mu a ne ho ofachen o sika chen na adwuma a oye eye papa e chen o hyentade pa enso na ne brew a wo no bi ka se takumma sempo aso woni hwe enso sa nipa no na ne brew entimesra wo efri na ekọ sa wo de hu bo obi e wa brabo mu wo de hu bo obi a fa hu bo obi a obetimi impact your life in a positive way. Surround yourself with people who will push you, who will push you to do better. What I say, omo a ebe show nkran omo a ebri bia no omo hwehwe wo yiedie omo a da bia no omo hwehwe se obekɔso enye omo a wo kɔso na omo twe wo san omo a omo betietie wo ho nsɛm na omo de kɔ abɔnte akɔ akɔka saafo no uhunu omo a dwane firi wo ho isan se omo mpe wo yie enna in this life is an medical aka no yempe drama sam yempe jealousy sam no messing around bia ewo life na ye baby idea ni akere no dabi yes setting and goals on a higher levels good vibes positive energy eho ena kako eho ena piako eho ena fa hokobo what you say said ye be ya they can impact your life and ne ma pa wo mo eye no wo betimi asua bie so wo do ho bo ensadwea mo a menua uyi nipa du esi ho no mo aba ko pe eno practice bi ne 9 ebe practice bi sa na hwemu no eka so do ho bo wi no mfo a enipa du enum wi na aka ho mom ye 10 na wo mo friends ba ko pe emu ba ko pe eno ntimi em practice ne omo ye no omo aka nyina se ne bible aka se kire me wo yonko na me nkire wo suban enti fa ho bo enkrofo a be impact your life in a positive way. I greet you all. Anyway, make sure we be ya we do a video na to 800.9 FM. Ati ase ani amedi ja wawie eno no fato kotodwem. Anasa wo de wo no fato wadwene mu fato baabi e wo se enwan wo de wo mo kwa adidi a womo ekodi a womo de bisie na wodo baba begu buomu womo eda ho din no na womo upu na womo resa na womo upu sa bi na mpese enasem a maka kirewe wode kwa adwendwen mu na wo ho no mu din a na watase bi na wadwendwen ho be say surround yourself with people that push you to be better. Omo ebe piaw yere ho ko anim wo hia direction omo be ma direction nyese ni obetam sika de ama wonko a but obi a adepa bi ba ohwe ahoden oso ahoden hwe ehunu se me yonko ya me ne nnam saa de we ma me connect no fa ne ko because or that strength no so betimi aye enye obi a sabi obi atimi a discover okra na nipa na person get closer to you na mum no onu nipa ni subane ne ye ene ni bayie ode pampam sa ade pa no amena firi wonsa enti wo ho a abrabo na ye bo no fa ho bo obi a obe impact you in a positive way obi obe lift you up obi a obe she unkran epian no matter who you are no matter the circumstance you find yourself you shall be a obepia odabia edo akosoro obepia odabia so odo beko yediem obi ho no mo a wone ne yere nete wone ne kuru nete enso eka ono nko na kwa bofom eka ono nko na kwa bo asesa ne yere ekoso ana ye ne ya ne kunu koso ana ye ne ya eno na ye bayi anasa ya adwembone anasa ye de an wo ba na be ma wone ne ti a ebin ya munyina na mbedi abomu no okoso a na ye oya eka san en anya beya na menim adeko so ho etimi srew fa ho bo people with positive energy people who will set higher goals for you to help you and push you towards that goal e fa ho konko bo enkrofobia omo na enema pa bi e ba na omo de omo adwen nyina ne se omo bo ato agu obi wo ho so oye very cunning oye very cunning just adwemboni woni timu a wanfo ni anto fom ammo mpa ya manyame amma akwankyira unhunu da enso no ono ana eyewo no ono a na twitwa onantin ono a na eyewo eti abusua yemfa weintu yenkotodwam na yemfa nsua bibi wati ase na yenhunu se ewiase no eda ho no motra o hu ne tra ebe tra amawo enema ewom no se wiase nye hu a menu anka yeda ye ntopunum anka yeda eke bibi ni wiase yeda anka ye ntopunum no okromfo no so oba wodan no obu ani easy wotam blog ba ko de hwimu eda na mu adwonkolize no wanya kwa awuram wati ase but bibi wo wiase nti ene yeda ye topunum enti fa semi e fa to kotodwem ne fa nante na bompaye na nyame obeboa wo ewia me si ha me chia upi Video bibia say na me TikTokers no mo ye adwuma 1.4k likes. Well done. You can do more, you can do better. And na wie me chia obibia ewie wote menka na woni me ehwebomu na woni me ya adwene asempa me dia bayi. Sane me nua panyi oh, me nua panyi o water man. Magjeri kai me. Oh. Evans. Was him who the obey soft. Ampo. I don't know. A gakra bedroom. 80 more likes. Ewian so nchia kese enko Emma Osabema Doctor Ousu beye man. Eye achimwo so ehene enono. Osabema Doctor Ousu beye man. Nana baby awo bia ewie memma wa ha. Bo name bo mu ase echiao. Nana aye bia hwe ofosu kwabi etreso odawu manhene enono. Nana aye bia hwe ofosu kwabi etreso odawu manhene. Nana baby awo bia bo name bo mu ase chiawo. Sanso ena nana ejenim boaten. Otumfo amwa manhene enono. Nana baby awo bia ewie uboni mechiao. Nabus Motors Group CEO eye obrimpon nana edubosu ejekum prempe me wofa ba kope oye wofa premai na ni ati na ni bia nkasa osimi fa sese na na 9 da wofa no wofa gaga wo nyina ewie wo mu etie ye Abigail and Cancer wie me my special good afternoon. Ati Collins wie me my special good afternoon. Dansana Esther Debra ewie me my special good afternoon. Obia and I will share my TikTok live woman gada ewie me my special good afternoon. Eye me mighty and wasugua wutie no ewo neat 100.9. Ebusian for enenso so ye de asamode enenam na asamoda enam no wo say ye enense nkam de nyamenwom esi so na nkam abo na nke de diasa ewa ha wonim ne nti a ye de nyame asese finally E11 ye free hono finally E11 ye twam enya no kwa any other taxes bebre ena ye ede free hono enhranka nyame me E11 ewo ha ewo nyina me kasa me bodwo so na me boa mempen baako se because money ya tax ne dada sika ya tax dada na me send am obi ne san betoto tax there in fact them say me na me de bia me send ya na me nsunu mu ya me ya na in fact na ya me ya o makuma papa edi shranka nyame ese se ade yi afri hono mo na other taxes bi te say a betting tax no betting tax no ya yi afri ho de na nso no me bon hya da anwoso yie na mom de meka kira ban ne say anka betting companies no yemfa taxes no kufukufu yemfa ntotoso ma wo betting companies no ai yemfa taxes no bafu yemfa ntoso ema wo ene wo mo so eto bet no wo mo etwa bet no ha wo mo so yemfa kakra ntoso na mo fom hu ni free bonto sa yemfa kakra ntoso emfa ma wo esai ne benya sikari atio men ya chichiro men ya yo men yie ebeka krebe nanti gold so what ya say isan say ye gold mine e dis taxes here ya tete odofo ene abusua mi bisa ese ensusanso ben na de beba ye mbotom me de so beba mfa so ama me 11 no me te krasi ese 11 yo matete ne ensan twia ne back evan Ghana for ankani nke wedi kesika menya kamekwa koto dan he tanki ye tue ye sika na ya tete ni nyina de ama awurade ye akasika menya anka me ne me texters ene me callers ne be chese sika no ka wo ha na to chocolate dia bro se bra na beji ene me tiktokers aka memma mu bia di fucking what you say me say taxes na ye free hono E-levy, betting tax and all the other taxes no insonso ben na ebenya e wo yen pocket so 0302243540 0302243540 Fre ne fo adwenkyere. Hello
Akojobi.
Ma hi.
Mejoso.
Udeni baby afrefi.
Ajani mo ni mi ka just from Anko.
Ayo, ajani mo mba cho yeti o.
Ore. Kwasi ala je so ufian te ba kwa na u 100 don dem mu.
Ai me kwa akoda nyame ase.
Na u go himi nyame ase yi le wi efiri ho ma o. O te yi. Ani je no. Ye yi efiri ho no. Edi attack bi mu na eba. Eno na ehọ ni asem no. Ase. Because me nyɛ so mbe yɛ fi wɔkɛkɛ saa ma adahoja ɛdɛn yɛ ɔmbɛpɛ bibi di abɛrufin ɛno ne yɛka sɛ sɛ bi anka tax na yɛ tax na bi a ɛwɔ ha anaasɛ yɛ yi a ɛna nka yɛmmra fam kakra wo ho sɛne obi abɛtumi tika kakra because ade yɛ yɛ firi obi wɔ no ma wɔmtua tax ɛkɔ nti kwan yɛbɛfa sɛ ɔno nso yɛbɛnya tax agye firi no hɔ no ɛne sɛ ɔma saa nkɔfoɔ nya afɔ mu adi ana bet for no so bi ka jo so mu ni adwuma ye enu nti na omu ta bet na omu boa eya enibre na ye omu za bi ko minim no ko bebre ho ha omu ye adwuma pa what you say ebi mu ye adwuma eni kanibre na ye omu omu te o yon ko di so omu adi te ko ke mu adi what you say ko minim ti tani bi ko no ko tabi o ba me ha je abere obi wa bie mobile shop ata tie won so tabi na eno so enti nyo mo anya djuma nko ende ade no
yo medase ejanimo medase p good afternoon
Mejo so mini aba
onu apanyi ni
oh so fu mame ma she won ko
ay we dey
press before the
eya bem
rewa usia na naije ni mbuatia o se Ivan sisi ochia
me pa cho mate yanko
yo mini aba sabe president no ono no nim ne yema no emo media anope me ka wo magari program so unim se omo de import duty se ukrainioma omo asan de tax akọ parliament nra na sisi afi na Ghana nioma ebe ye din more because time aye wura president ọkọ oye campaign o share adwadifo e ka se oba port taxes no obetete so because to chacha no dina yeti ne kakra eno ka eden ko se ye nuanu ma tonje ne ni tomatoes mojum ewie wo mu titi mu but ye ji on tax ebiom hwese ye ma omu control omu tia registration fee 550 now we no koto pad 15 cedis e di amount eno no nti aban no ne watete so no wasandi bi aba beshim nti ehun hia seka obetwam medase
benso medase p onu apanyi hello good afternoon
MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO
Dr. Newman
what boy did me dey fear maku edumienu aka wo fe ho
amen yaga
to kura better you don't think
medase thank you yaga
yo yaba babo da ko ga get won so cha pa
oh mejeneso
na mame fini bibi o se enya purchase pa ranka e bi to for dey ya I don't think ka say go me ye fraud ya community fraud because what customer no mo because
Mbajo say Mbajo Dr. Newman o say repeat BM o say
say we dey campaign say o me ye fraud o mo from what any fraud that because what customer no mo papa because America force here on the so as no almost some so on fear my bi mo no aha papa e ka ne da so ka se mo e dey market ki bi an ka e jere ti ka ma Ghana no ene mi bebe dey sisi kwa na mba bi na bi mo no aha di before e ti na ma almost to tax bi mo no o mo yi bi afia da question she dey ba to me ye for mo na ne o we find na e dey covid tax o mo ni for I don't want the campaign.
Then I don't know one more in Chemu by say woman also many IMF a technical team etnase on it. Yes.
The Marcos we are just a boni ba me uta ko si boni. Nya wo catch am one can say wo ba be ye hwemu. Wo ti wo be ye for because COVID dey twam di dada. And I could find the edges that can be free. What book I fought for? That's how I say. I want to be able to shoot. Over anyway, they should have been. No one said to know him, Yana, a Kosovo. There's a because of we keep a payout to bed. You better pay on a piano baby should know, and I am. It's you, Mr. So my penny will be a Yama Ghana, dear. And yet, not Sabbath tax 1,000 because my name is it may say no Minafa Sobia also. I didn't have a source of COVID tax, the refund so I don't be cherry. You're becoming in a bed for me. It's really the other side of what nobody don't need to be paid the Magana. I mean,
Men Someda Sipi, Dr. Newman, hello, my and count so didn't baby afraid film.
Way teacher could you me fail is
Yo, teacher could jump at you.
With the Mamichia Elicam Cospo, Deputy Forestry Commission, Michian Pavovia and
Pacho, yes, so high and Chiawa Daroma, where dear Mr. I need you, Pacho may you to more sign from Ra, a high and Chia, Obechia, and one no, Pacho may you to move from Ra. Aye, me that's it. Good afternoon.
One afternoon, many about Napum to say,
yes, what drum Pacho didn't baby afraid.
Mediana Nakumia, me free in Boy Town.
I don't mind you.
Drink out no bit of food now. I can't American say, Mra, you about me, or castle be Chata Senadiano. I then MPP for a man can't win yai. A day crown into higher or Marimu. Yea, question could you go down, Koda. Yea, and see levy yempe. That's why I buy ye through also a cassown. So what I say? Say Nippano have a tax, a bed tax here with you. Say Nippano can near. Nisika biao. Now then I say Yabanso by say any Udia, Usika and one because Usika share by Niska bia the mount. And no some man for a casa. And your money and showing my papa babo man and support you. You were mamma was in a bush I was saying, and also for Papa Nodi. Nippon no this you are Musibwe when this is a Musibwe in the Asian way. They say mother this 8 years uncle Yamamo. Aba papa ba ye na ye support na mana ye ma papa ma ya bra boy de akoye wo a hwe se be ye tua meka na e bia dia fa mobile money ana se ya tax ni atete tax every free so no ma se akoyi wo mobile money ana se me san send de send obi ni se ska kro na ya atete tax every so no me san de send obi am ya san bete me no ni tire sei ya atete tax free mi sika so edwani ye tua meka na ya atete tax free so dada. Son is council as any men be a Santa tax as every so.
Medasi. Medasi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maybe I showed you baby afraid film.
Me didn't do a key, make a set free.
Hey, me tell one country of a key now, she.
I oh.
And that's what buying co position, what be say.
Oh, there we mean say.
I am going.
Minova, I PTA, and so there were all Mujiska.
PTA. They say you're reviving no.
Because they see I'm a young massive, say, Yami had more few people. My second born or two. Almost a cook.
Aye, so
come on, dear, about why they did 2 cents to. I know you're 200. Almost said Jimmy back on so 1.5. No matter Jim back 20 Ghana.
Oh, and as I for be 2,000, I order a cacao with a woozy. And the young
morning in a bench tax, you know. You love, you know. I can get any at you.
Yes.
Messi, it's an hour cut when you have
many ages see a year from me and Timmy beam to me. Many ages. Pa, many ages, papa.
Minimum, sir, what and Sawamuka. Once I quite if they scatter you, even yes, go ahead.
Ebeneska, don't worry.
There's many about that. You will see you can't. Me say, you know, you love you one you better tax a kind of yummy. Yeah. The same about me, my human tax you. Is it me? Me about me casa, but me, I say me because so will be there by year, money of a cassette or no channel and yeah, a banning for being Reno. Nadian, the idea. Mr. Majuman is a banner and yes, car, a banning you top money. That's what they tax.
Or Joe tax or dear. So your man, but as a to your tax. Now taxes no me ba twen what be some asema men kasa taxes no e bro so ye woni ma bebre ho a yebetimi atuatua taxes e wo ho enye sika me market ye de ama me a yaji kan ateme tax e wa katua ne so na me send biama obi a ne asan bete so me de ya me ya o eye me ya enti ya twam a eye me de pa
me ba se sika wa ho se ebe ka won sa o be tu akọ ebe do taxes because me say me bosu me ye abadjuma ne atua me ka ya tim me ko didi a me ko restaurant where you start taxi free
me da say
the ben on my realize say you live in I say you ho no kwai no na yi live wo no na yetimi si na mfuturo ofi pokwase eko ayi ensewo ma atututu ntokuro no mo ba ka se togut no yamfa mbra bato mo fa kwan bi so a ebe ya yenya traffic ewo kwan no so ndi minua ba biama ye minua no mo na ya hu political galente callers na de bia na dia aban ye na enya kra na ye ba na ye se enye sa serious callers aye galemse serious callers no omunja na omunwi die mani be ye a aye ye mai na ebo esi so se betting tax no na mo ka se yen yi na enya even loto no ko twa na wan dia ta o se kana hye enti sa se bawomia atimi aka se obo be ye frim ade na o man kan je bawomia that time se bawomia jani oba enyi fre on na ma ye nyiska sa sika na ye ko no ye ka se ye nje no yi lebe no se ba ba obotom se o sika ye beti no se ntibiem nti minua no mo omongi kwanya e bafa so e ba ma MPP party na ye no monja galanse call na mo ye na ye tia we na woko na emwa monja de be ya party ne beti na ho me dase
menso me da sepi mahan
ya me wo fa si o MAAME BIAMAH
ba cho di ni be bia ofrefi
wo fa yi do
wo fa di ni
ani o
adaroma se bibia boko
afija pa mza fi nya me dia o
afen kometi en fieso ba cho yeti o
yo se si an wo si enjia o program ni so
me ba cho an wo chia meyu
me dia se mi di mo fa se mo la se
mo abayenko
we odi se me de yi na o yi le bi na wo mo ye fi o ne de me de ha me mo vize yina ye pe ekwanya ode abana obano obefa so na niema kwachiwa engoyi no mu obetumi atoto mu na ayede ayi wo mi love you know eden ya babe han kakrapa go tia na ode owura ba wumi akra na de no ombre so ndi no heda kan se oba obi yefi ho eri mi de wo me yefi ho ma me ni problem bi e wo na mbom omunwe mum se kakra na omoje no onu beye na so obia so na gongwe se kakra omoje no omo abeche edi eguom kutukum then you see 1300 containers ayira no omo go be bia container no no omo bamra me da se
menso me da sepi mahan
ya no
me ba cho di ni be bia ofrefi
Emmanuel Dodum province ahom
me ba cho yima yeti o
yo na MPP de ufi won ti ko afi olimo mama shirt aburi na se we nusia aka betin sema kesi anka mboka apa ho won we ye fu so wo se hey won pene won ho on suban na wote egufu ado o se hey na otin tax enso ono no de tax aka se ebe gu ye so man wim ena ya bra na ya yi na fo mama abi tax ni bi FBN so enso MPP say hey yenti ase oyi ni be a ufu woni ma ofu etiko ufu woni ma ofu etiko so ganda kwa na be ya won aba beba eni na obo apa ye ta ganda kwa mi mo MAAME BIAMAH ye da wanse
menso me da sepi maha o
ya na MAAME BIAMAH
me ba cho di ni be bia ofrefi
ate from eja me ka se fin sound photo
eja millionaire yeti o
MAAME BIAMAH me pa cho kaka mo kan se am say yenye ni say Ghana ha yede anase wiase kwa ayikwa amanone a yede tax na cheche o man ise yeni aja yede nsaburu ye fum na nwa yi betting tax efwe eyire be flu ho MAAME BIAMAH enye na be so problem eso yi fi o de wona o de ba be shim yesre me yin hia o man we mu no enyuma when tax be ni so yede tax se ti o man onfna enyuma mra onfna enyuma mra o de memory aduma na a month 1.2 a day same MAAME sika mo man ni sha e ho no ko wa obenya ni mo yesere omanpem ne benya ni mo yesere omanpem ne ma ono ma eduma mo ma yim eduma no bo man no musu a omape ni so enso ani me eduma tron ma yim atana Ghana ma ye ni ade
me da sipi ma hai
Jena,
me ba cho udi ni baby afrefi.
Oh, we only have my Francis after my stone mama sama.
Okay, Francis, it's you.
Mama na wiya wona mo te say.
Sunadum pa cho yenko.
Oni magdel nyame mama ngodi ni fe mama ni ko producer mi na. Na mama ayemi de so mo ye ko bebe mi na oman no task no pia dodo. Me de nkenye tia kwa ni tu ni bibi kura na kamame. Nkame de nkame because oman bia no see future bibi kakra ni tu bi. Ba ye tia yen hwi na kwa bra nya te kam. No kwa di akwa na kanso. Di so mo so ma ye fi wa bi mra bi no mo te mi na ma so ma ye man man ti ko ko man mai because mama bi amata pinti na ma ye ntimi charge you because ade na kwa ko you happen ta se gusu a ye bi te onu no ko ni ama no ba o de ba ma mi am bi so na abontere no de ma de bia no man ye san ye na sika fo no nye sika anya fo no ko so ye anya fo ntimi de so mo so ma ye fi wa bi mra bi mo ni na ho na bia aka no so metuma bon ban no mo de de papa be gu fom ama sa chitem ye sika o ba bibia ebetumi de bu o man ma ho aba mfa so ama ye tua ta ma me obi ntua so
me da sipi ma hai
obi tua so de ana the former
Alaji one my ex-boyfriend Alaji Yesu adum Alaji me ho ye pa oh she ho papa
aya man no show
onya dai
mama no show
Mate. Alaji yaga.
Yo, ya mama mbona ajimapa. Ma.
Yes, Alaji.
Aya to de bia yenda ne ma papa. Wa won se obia be tutu agu quality fo so tetia. Ato bia anukura wo ho no ma yan kan kire ya. Ye sa no na ye ma tebitelo na to bi no mo mfa ya serious. Biama onim say ye nyina ya agima ma His Excellency Dr. Alaji Mahmoud Bawumia say nka won be bi enim won be ye o mampanyin me kwala na Bawumia o ne campaign mu Bawumia won be tna peace FM I can tell we are thinking say ye the man oba 11 wanka
okay
nti me mbetma ka say me won bi edu Bawumia Babia na nimbe ko durno me kado me wu ko ba kra mbenya hono mu nti onu si o be yi a na se sia obi foforo wa antima wa nya kwa mba na obi ba na obi yi a adan na me condemn say ye yi nu anye wo ye sa no na opanyin bi tia o ka ye kura ye nimbe ye me dia ye pa say o yi 11 no ye dalasi mbom Angela Honomu, Ninsema Jimano, or that or no. Na ya see about to us, now month for Debbie. Doomsono, your best son, or you on so through Honomu. Or my Doomsono, we are good. Or no so at to say he live no. Or about that to know or the Doomso by a kaya or about one pampa. So all you Doomsono so through na Yama, a pata one Yama, now or my only a reaction.
Yame and counsel who Alaji, my ex-boyfriend. Hello, Mahai.
Hello, good evening.
Mahai.
Good evening, madam.
Maha.
Yeah. Madam, but your friend said,
okay. Okay, Sato Yanko.
Yeah, madam, you live now, because she said, school, and the woman scan on the man on. On person obedi ni nyina na odi atu ni phone so sa uba no so onye adwuma onye aban adwuma se na be obese wiska kaka e be ose wiska na okoko yi na ati no o se ne mo bi agoto adi nso na esa ati akola kadi no aba enye government na ma na adwuma na oye ba ni papa sa no man no se wo phone so no se no ye se akola nso ye tini tax na enti wo fa no ayo ka se tax na di bu o ma no on kwa bi o kino nko bo hwe se nkwa obi onye adwuma no ye tini tax na ayo mo ma mo ni bie kaka omo ni bie omunim bi kakra enyo obi na ati tax Jerry time no Jerry companies na egi tax na chichio enye ye tima me ye fo ye ni namuna ala na ye didi a mu na obaji ye tax companies na work ko no onu na ye adwuma na ati ni tax na di bu oman enyo ni pa work ko mo ni adwuma ndabansi
mensume da sipi mahai
Maame soja.
maha
Maame soja ya nia.
nana mu akon obi a wode nana mu akon me chia o maha o twa fa ho ahun
I asem say.
Okay, you go.
Ya franka my say. But no more about it small. Maame soja. Energy levy. Yes, wa I can afford na I asem dead mo on my Ghana. Say you live every one. Because you about make I say also about obey so to omu say enya de pa I have on mine. Because some broni bi as you no be scam scatter the force. No, ko yara so try but money you live here. But you say no enya I suppose there I have on mine Ghana. And you were yes for and I say. Now certain tax net here, Mama Soja. Oh, we for them quad here, me anya me because certain tax obi aye adwuma minister honest out kabet essence on no to ade we sika o twa na kestem edina kestem ndide obi kabet no di be na so o tua ho tax o so na aye mra se ye wa chedi bo ye che ompo a wo se wo tua ho tax obi ti mokola market e ti awia so e to onya ado ni meko obi to mpia ho tax o tua tax o tua tax then obi kabet o di be 2,000 guarantee obi ti 1 billion Ghana cedis na musu mo tua tax ya ayo dia me no mo nyaagin me papa ma msoja aye COVID-19 tax dey awo free ho boy ka COVID-19 tax boy ka papa because you got to be COVID-19 tax adafo you say COVID-19 so ekọ and amaya she so be efu only for man ya we han
nyame enka won so ho good ma han
Obapa Biamah Akwafu.
Yes, if I told you baby Afrefi.
Media de champion Hussein Adams me flee ashama.
Yo.
Na me aminu ba Biamah. We ya na bujo so ha me do akamba no acha na manu ada.
Me ba cho ha wo yes am you me mpesa.
Oh, na
last one. Yanko. Me yi nkrofo ntu ya me you. Yanko.
Anya sa me ne wa sente bia me ba me ye wo ma me wada.
Ba man nkrofo ka se me ye partiality. Yanko.
Ente sa. Na de uso yi de Nyankopon adom o sha wie ya ba bia be fa bia na akoye sa manfo abopini wa fidie hu ni TFM se da manfo sitie ni TFM no de waji ba bia na wie na manya opportunity so de wadawroma wa woni tia yi levin samsami a na da hoyi minua ba nipa bia betena kurum na ho betowa tax ne nyama nkiti bi no no a sabe eye we no ana timi ma ahotoba na yi levy tax we e beda Ghana for so utimu se na ya hotre tax bia na yetua wo dwe ho a won ti ache se si ade we yomu yi free ho minua ba me ma me wa village na me send me ma me sika minua ba de tina ka abrewa nka ma send ni sika ye kwa akwati abrewa de nka won ye ka ne ha won tai wo kan nipa nti ache na yetimi de tax ya anwe nipa so wo je ho anye eti na ye kwa na ase e ba and wa kasa wudi adanse se wo ko yi sika ya nti wi minua ba me de me hu journalist bi o ka na kwesi ya na me pe obi wo hono ma won ka na kura no so nkyira wo bo so ba collect ne ka no follow mu eti mo miemfa na kura nto ba bi eda saban bi pa na se nema bi wo ye nema bi na nkoso a ye nyina ye ka saban we wa nema we ya wo ye na emwa ne nyina ye de ye hawa to no so sada bi ade we ya wo ye no wo de hawa ba nwene Ghana fo so se wo ko han de ya minua ba edan bo de Nigeria fo ya be kukuro mu ha ma se wo mu ko han dan kura na se wo mu ko han dan trent so wo Ghana ni ko han dan ya wo trent so no so wo ko han ya ko tan ne ma ni nyina akoye wo hawa ante ba ba da Ghana so ase se ye de ye ho anye ye de ho de kuro ye timi tira kuro yi mu na ho ba be di kuro ya boso ni nyina pa ni fo hu san sem we no mu nkan
medase PSC Kofi Brefo Ewie Mema good afternoon TikTok woman gada for hello good afternoon me ba chodi ni baby Afrefi Boros wadaroma yenko
we ya wo se ma yen chama wa ka sa de me chia family chia ka se ma o
mejo so
na me chira we bre ma bia ma ni aduma pa o ye buari o ma Ghana ma bia ma yi le bi no me se ye ni aje papa me se a me ne me na fofo a ye ade ne ha ye pa no a ne ti se o mo yi fi o ne ho ata ku fa the time no ba ene o mo be yi ade na fi ho a ye ni ji sen obi ani age na mi ma ya tia me ka 20 million me da to ma account mu wo MTN me ba be yi sika no a enye sa 20 million ni bi mu esem ba kura ni na o ma ye fi ho a MPP fo a mo sanya no sai kasa na yi le bi no mo ka so mo de ne be ye kwan na aye ka roto no mo be yi na fi ho na mo ti mo di yi le bi be kwan he kwan ya tututu ba bo ko bi ama me bi ama na be he kwan Pantai main road kwan de bi ra pantai ba be ha de ma me bi ama what you say you see so mama tuma yi le bi na fi wa ya da nyame afi wa ya de papa.
Good afternoon.
Mami bi ama nyame aso ji ka.
Efo kosi wezo.
Yo wezo na mbeka ya fwa.
Yanko.
Say mami bi ama plant TV be kasa na bibi oda attack of pakini. Ni asi anje ku ba am se wo ni asi amba. Next time ni voice code kasa pa ti se wa kwala. O ba ke onye ni pakiti wa sawo.
Osi ma ye den. Efo osi ma ye den. Efo osi ma ye den.
You see, boy, we are attacking of a case. You know, we are saying about I would have stop on.
Oh, sir. Okay.
Mami Biamah, me MPP college na muka safrafa you. Ade, also a year fish, we down 1 year. Say, you know, you're transwa. And keep me crying, me, there's why you have to you say, and then to Mama, I did not quite know when one pie. Trumu, and also be yes, what are they? Because I mean, with Papa, way they are doing, you can't pay. Say, I could not get Trumu, and I'm going to see at the Nasi on the 7th, on the 8th, over Trumu. And you say, what's in ye levy, Omo Modia said Trumu, on sign ye, Missy Papa, on sign, South Trumu, bill, on sign ye, because they will be Kasa, I don't have Trumu, loan sign. On sign ye, what's the inside? Because all signs say, I send back to Ghana. Nenamika. And to true, I don't know if that's one side. No, you let me tell me why my family who am day. You know, that's not the bad man was what child. I don't know, I said, but you'll find out that's a man. Now, when people move by Mukasa, and I didn't know why yes, you hadn't know why yes, you are no family. When I move mine. Uncle, you to Muni, I don't know him.
Miss Sumida Sipi, F4. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, Sato, Yamiadum, Yanko.
Yo, Miss Nampa de Manu at you for na maybe a cafra American Astra or Mampany, Namasandana, she said, Taxi, I know be a community where you be a free one. Now, you must run a pie, a galamson, one thing, and you show Papa my and also through a tobu, you know. One famra, roto, one famra, na take, sene free, any money, Cote d'Ivoire, any other countries, now almost say Yapano. Yenting you a muto, young Francis, Yapano, Natono, and who your papa, and who's Sicano, who come on a Susan, you may be Nisica. It's not sure on Mampany, Don Gramani, Mamma, or in a pamphlet. I didn't look as you your man who shall a judge for a gun SC. Let's fire, you know, one on Tradimra, not fire service for Empire Dumana Gun and Tumpo. Now, Ghana Bay, Ginameneso, a Gina or Misso, Egna, a Dutch in Timaso. That means, Yamin from my JFK.
Men Sumida sells ya for her and your day and costing in I demo ABC. Andrew Pokua Mankwan was a mame. I believe there may be a misunderstanding. Nana Jenim Boateng is the chief of Amuamai, a town, not to two for Mama. Yes, or two for Mama Hene. I don't know. Yes, Nana Jenim Boateng a year Amuamai Hene. Minim the America. Thank you so much, Andrew Poku Amankwa. Say Andrew, watching us live from UK. Uma Officer Ali, you know, the NPP will remain in opposition forever. NPP will never come back again, inshallah. Masa Wood Kumase Bantama and also the way Efri Abba. Masa Wood say in the run up to the December 2024 general elections, President Mahama promised to end Galamsey menace within his first 90 days in office. However, his promise remained unfulfilled. Since President Mahama couldn't end Galamsey in 3 months as he promised, he should apologize to the good people of Ghana for their failure to end Galamsey within the promised time frame. Resetting Ghana agenda indeed. Regards to Chairman Odeno Kweku Apia. Positive change, Medina. The NPP are going to die of BP if they don't calm down their pains and envy over the second coming of President Mahama. They simply can't understand how and why Ghanaians are praising and appreciating the wonder JM is performing in less than 6 months in government. If they fail to learn lessons from the 38% defeat Ghanaians gave, it will be difficult for them to get even 20% in 2028 elections. In regards to NDC's Vice Chairman Wogbe of Medina constituency, that is positive change for you. Julius Janos, Mami, good afternoon to you. I think we should all respect our democracy and focus on issues that will help the government. By doing this, our Galamsey site will be fine, and also water bodies will be clean for us to drink. And then no crepa Julius J me no eya drink papa. Babna Gentinos, has the removal of the e-levy taken effect? I tell you, my brother, it has taken effect and it has given me a big relief. Monkaila Jonas Edia inside Kerry in just 3 months in office. 1,300 containers, of which one container is worth over $500,000, are missing. We told Ghanaians that Mahama's comeback is a total to pay themselves, so we should be more of what most of his appointees are self-centered, and the little loophole they detect, corruption will smell there. But all this is not lost. Honorable Kennedy Ohene Akumpre Kwa Japan will come and right off all the wrongs and set our dear nation on the path of prosperity. Gomez Sapila 2, Dom Kwabenya constituency. JDM is telling Ghanaians that the youth in Ghana love betting than direct employment. Anyway, regards to Haji Sophia Mohammed, incoming NPP National Women's Organizer, hopeful. Freedom Numa Wose and I say, Iron Lady, good afternoon. I'm watching you live from Anyako. Or no, Denedia Abba. Enoch Tete Kwame live. Wafa K new plans to MAAME BIAMAH, the guy who came to attack me. He doesn't know me. Okay, I hear you. I'm so sorry. So can be my son uncle. Please forgive me and forgive him. Why? I was for honey and messages and so ABC and then some brain guap so I better send a sepa and kuna ye be pu aresa na me twa me hotel na magen krato na me ba pepepa na chese ye de enkomotwehwe no eba abehihye so me panel one more ashase one more etna se mako asada ka se enkoma me tiktokers nyina ya mo ba be ebe like ye na mo be follow ye na mo share ye woman gada on TikTok. Medame ho na magen krato me ba pepepa ye de nsem no ene nkomo no ebeba
na nani ahoden ebafo empo emabunu bi ebre ewo anim nanso eni yade biara wo no mekanfo Optovision Eye Clinic ediamao. Optovision Eye Clinic provides diagnosis and world-class affordable treatment for all eye diseases, including glaucoma, cataract, any yade ahodo pi. Dear yastronko kra ne say Optovision Eye Clinic or quality designer space ahodo ebe fatal send ye wo penny biara. It is a weni yoya anasa weni ahode abafom anasa wo pese wo ade here. Unim baby esesa wo ba Optovision Eye Clinic.
Call us on 0553 270806 or WhatsApp on 0558 5175 0556. Opto Vision Eye Clinic.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwan de no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Udan kwanu ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Asew.
Ye fear say this way chocolate drink ya sorry anopa no ne yenom. Ye be sha fridge nom no se snack. Ye nya hoho anu ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne yenom. And this way no ti anu a, he se kire wom, koko wom, brick wom, bibia wom, ade wo hia ni so hye.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so hye.
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Yeah, busiafo 800.9 me 19 waso egua otie no enensemo a yede eba besomo na yapu aresa enadwie yi ampanyi Mahama na one Council of State womo ekwa kofa adwene efa petition ya nipa bi dia basa Chief Justice yenyi no emfri ho yebehwe na yedi ho enkomo eno danchenso a e-levy ene betting tax ne bill no ya passe ya twense mampanyi ede ne nsa no ahyensode ebehye so na chese edimu yetwam tintontan ababeto dwa oswafo na hwe enyinam ahode ensam so yera John Jinapo na wo chese containers bi ya ECG for dia ya containers na ababegu port 1328 na containers no etu ayira se dan mframa na se nane ye se nso enya ntaban de tutuko ye de ono a obi ka se wadwane no onim baabi wote ono a John Jinapo no onim ebia baabi a sa containers no ebefa galamse okono so nia NPP amayoko eka ne se NDC nyade a womo enya nwenta so honhom se wombetu galamse ase efomam we ene nsema hodo ena wie ye ba besi ne kosona yetimi abo eho enkomo na behwe yi Mr. Yaw Asani Tano political analyst wagena konwa dada afei ye hwe ne mo se wo mo akanso ebeba na enkomo no edimu wo mo nyama ye fufuo ne yawie yaguso enti obia eba befa ne de enti Mr. Tano won na edikan ya ba wo befa ne de wo mo aka na wo mu ni ho no ekomo enne won enti wo bi fa chire ba ye de be mo ama wo mo ede atwe wo mo num Mr. Tano be mo akwa ba
yo so mame
bibi abakode
na me nhira nko
da Yesu aseso biso ehira wo friends say asama me de tu dwama betiefo mu di hu nkomo eka me issues na ye ba be discuss no eho but me ode mame nkani nyina na afi pick one I feel so you're comfortable to start with when time be kan nyina ho asem ehwie President Mahama consult Council of States on the petition to remove the Chief Justice. Abolishment of e-levy betting tax bill passed, waiting for presidential assent. 1,328 ECG containers missing at the port, according to the Energy Minister. Galamsey fight, according to the NPP, the NDC is not committed. They are not showing any form of commitment towards the fight against Galamsey. And same in Guapos.
And share a new production team. What here for Jamaica for by. Now, betting task in the and crony banner the prelims.
The best station in the capital, Meet FM.
I think say Omampani Mahama and any party, and as the government of the day, Omodi Bosheso. Even though I was not in total support of a complete abolition of those two taxes. From the one NPP cancel model betting tax, e-levy EBA. The country stood up against it so vehemently because of the quantum of percentage of the shares. And the Bema Bibia a deja. And this is for the time create to for say. I didn't know move from man, so money in a consensus. I didn't know move from 0.5. Near fine shares. The anka bedu some pempens we cropona and can before say buy be free and kunyasu cropono. Now can increase you could do 0.6%. And Ghana for do want so much of a problem because Saudi Bayan Puntujuman Kwandia. Ghana for we people are you are tolerating all the government. Ne taxes are horror Maji. Ebedum Pempensubi and the MPP Chromoji a engine capacity a more than 2.0 and whole taxes no normal. I say within 2 months now. Pressure no ema omo eyi free ho ndi krofo omo tria sa taxes no any duties ni nyina no their money just fizzled into thin air ebia no so say one of the telcos am Jerry Debi obo mo tri so ana ma me esla wo omo jeje omo issue card and krofo to yigu so we pe krofo na dwane ama iskana bom to Ghana yeah we are very tolerant e basa no manoma ya. Now I was against a total abolition, like they said the market because of the percentage of the shares. Because I believe, say, the world is changing so fast, and electronics are the way to go, the order of the day. And maybe nipa ba kotra office aye adwuma no. Eye kete wose. Mfidie nko na be adwuma no robots ahoro. Enti taxes will still be levied. Ebi anipa obetra fie na ye tua uka. There are countries for no more they say Arab countries no. And so they receive monthly stipends. Is it Botswana more free education? Abedum pempenswa. Uko school no free in the century auka. Until we have to get to that point until you share Kwame Nkrumah development plan 7 years development plan the last one Sanan can share no say bedum pempensu be no. Now there will be no need for Ghanaians to be paying so much taxes. Now can you taxes completely FO. In fact, the word abolition of taxes that was a document. But no I share to a certain path. I be my dum pempensu. Ghana ni be who here say ubetua tax. And other countries they are practicing it. It is working for them because they believe say their oil find or more mineral resource be no a state in idea into a much man will be also right until yes abolish here because it was a campaign promise betting tax abolish it was a campaign promise until whether you like it or not no a discover beto ubotum so we transfer and now to bet na ska obedi within a certain month now transfers are who are say bia 30 cities now by the end of the month we'll transfer so and can be charge was see about the top bottom but unfortunately we might not see it say sky better bottom that is another thing of it but a disca about bottom which means say abano abreyeska so it is all good for all of us in terms of that and fortunately for us o much and baby o menye sikadia fele vacuum
much
oh yes
yeah
finance minister at tudwa.
Yes. The budget
yes. Tax refund account na 6% or more titi na anka. Undi go sa na dodo na nkrofo we free o na yenim. Yes, na sa is kana nko about a month over $2 billion in the fee whatever.
Wow.
You understand? Nti taxes no more you know. There is a certain tax measure e wo hodada. Na chese nkrofo ma ye hu nti no mo almost siphon scan. This scan na say 6% now or say you reduce no crab 4%. It is 2% no. Omo the be fill vacuum na anka ye fees abeda ho. For instance, a friend is saying US aid anankeba about $150 million every year. Into $150 now, per what I have seen, about $25 million goes straight to the northern sector for medical reasons. And we are not saying, sir, $150 million, it all comes in cash. It be a cash and kindness, no other things. But in all, no, we can now quantify about $150 million. And so, per what we are seeing, this $2 billion or so now, you bet to me they affiliate all these vacuums. Ghana, there will be no shocks in terms of taxes.
Right now they have no choice because some of the campaign promise they have to, whether by hook or crook, say omutimi implement your kind.
But you see,
we share inside and kasa and your more person because some of their campaign promising they have no choice.
But the fact is that even on Peace FM, okay, say he didn't expect so E11 on the tax. You understand? But it means that Nkrofobina omode a certain calculations be two or mutim says yenyasa iska we ya. You bet me the Ghana numa nyina che say yan kokom anko bobosia. Because the calculations that they projected, you know, Emma Ebeye to say and no was the game changer. Ena ekopem ye. Understand? But I am of the view say no matter what it was, no, 11, no, a discaka krebi eba or minimum. Once they have promised in their campaign, so fine. I mean, they had no choice anyway.
I bet me about say I
mean, what the in summer to your friend say, Robomone, because the way I'll cast a tree, I'm about to me at all. Then Crawford, I'm going to send out to always come.
Some be at me. May send this come and Crawford. May your transactions be brave.
And then fear in the buy also the better than. I say, hey, no, transactions are made in the mood. Transfer cash and I won't transfer my FO money 5 years. Oh, and say, a tree, I'm not. Well, so most of them, there could be so many mistakes. In fact, for what they have done, I would want to say, more or less, no, or more tria part of it. I might. Me first, even for the next year, and now 4 or 5 months, they have more cutting off. Until no matter what it is, whether you are NDC or NPP, no, it is not going to benefit one person unless on your transfers. Transfer it's money. Yeah, of course, it's money into your pocket.
What transfers?
But from me 3 months,
oh, media meant to be better to his parents.
Yes, it is gone. It's all good. But
Nana upon somebody I can say, Mame, please kindly correct us, Anita, no, that engine capacity tax was never implemented, just like the emissions levy. When it was introduced, Ghanaians fought it, and President Akufo-Addo told the minister to put it on hold. He should tell you one person who paid that tax.
How can I tell one person who paid it? This thing was implemented. Yes, last week taxes na make. It was implemented. It was implemented. Yeah. That was the name, luxury taxes. It was the pressure from all of us.
Yes, a large engine capacity.
Yes.
Yes,
they
implemented it, but later
it was implemented, but I think it was less than 3 months.
It was implemented, but on a very short.
After we feel within that 2 months. So it was implemented.
Ghana was as hard in your timid year, Juma. Wrong taxes be on more. You tria, you who see I am wronger. Yes, I am pay back.
Another serious thing in this country, for which reason, in my opinion, INTM Bank of Ghana for young pay insurance. One, the education is not there. Education power about the benefits of insurance.
No.
And yet very, very rampant. Now, apart from that, no, Kakra no munim say, who insure will be binas adiane she and as adiane say ya. Ubet me akwa kwa jihun skano. Mami asa ya wiro akwa jiskano.
No, so some people come here. Bem etu one more and sana some of the insurance companies no my due diligence
And me for one, I am seriously against any kind of donation, any whether cash or kind. You say market we actually. You come on 1,000 bags of cement. You come on 1 million Ghana cedis. You come a year. You say it appears to me that we are not thinking because sanka if free and call a brim even insurance when you teaching was school okay yeah. Into nipa no all set up the business when him say I must insure it. We come no for ne baby or ne baba no. Onye insurance. Into your one share onya hwe in free. You understand? Nka bibi.
Oh boss asemes one mama fe Professor Ofori, former National Insurance Commissioner, the one who was in charge of National Insurance Commissioner, BB Ofori, or started a market education, no, and not ye who a fence a voiceovers and idea, no be jagum said a bay and a lot of them a fence a market traders, no, a started some dom home, because a GDN ya war, insurance, GDN war from any I don't see why a market will get bent. Constant education, I don't know.
You call 1,000 bags of cement. You call 200,000 Ghana cedis. You call 150,000. It doesn't make sense.
And there's some politicians there. Across board every day.
It does not make one single sense. Rather, encourage them. I think in fact
now for say encouragement no ko jina ko ka say mo menya say me she mun cry fine ko see here they will agree.
You see almost
but there was one instance KJT ade na dum de na she no. Yes Ministry of Interior de niam bi ko o rejected.
Sa no mo ka. Ba me woni bebe. In philosophy I stand to be corrected. Me philosophy kakra. There is something called tabula rasa. I think the meaning is the fact say akola ye wo foforo no. What drain it is a plain sheet. As you speak, as you sing, as you teach, as you eat, no manner nani capture sa no man, and then they start registering on what and that tabular that plain sheet in so. Nka krasa until only bedu baby from 14 years or so. Econo. Now I started compress it to the point say. And to me, absorb no ma papa to say na usano. Nti education no anka ebeya nti na abrochire to say China mo. Omo de omo nkola ne hyase, omo kindergarten no omo pam no ma, omo ye no ma bi mu a nsano dwuma. Nti within that 14 years no obenyini no, on person obeja saade no. In fact, over there no nkola bi mu e person omo go school because of the omo ye no school. Even Ghana has schools na nkola nkitinkiti ye this are no man agro bi mu e hye omo ase wo school no. Or Costco and Niji, or person go back to school, or Buffy and Ninka. You understand? And see, young tray and no man from that age. Nani pana be in a dream a cake here, we are what could be in a store. Who can't just open insurance until I see it. Because not dream on any idea beshida. Not dream any idea besida. And now Okoye insurance and share. Just an isika came. These are some of the thoughts I weigh it to my insurance. Otherwise, me who that sell brochure market ashe. Now politicians are so more go to scam or America and I say UK and I say Russia anywhere. It doesn't happen. Yeah, Africans no kwa. California. Some of the counties ni nyina hye dwere be kura o. Edan ya hye no. Just almost Accra half. Did anybody go to donate anything? Every single house had been insured already. In fact, it is mandatory for you to insure that house. And yes, sir. And an estate developer no basis down among Bakakoto no. Insurance package ni nyina ka. And he says, share, you have no problem. Until all those estates will be built, will be a entry a capre until we learn from the scratch, we teach say resuscitation. We can't say now go into shock. Other things they see will be a parry of fear and I say what sleep of fear no above from. They be a bibintino
minor accidents.
Exactly how you handle them. But there be a mechanical accident basic. Now, Crawford Treasure wants us from Macron to be informed. Now, obi da ho e bi kwa na nipa no we know oh we would that what that no so to say ye kase we would that o ono so e bi na omu ye nti ye man so a we kura ne
na ka wufo ho
they are to na pick up it doesn't see ye nim hwe
how to handle accident victims right me ma omu fam
exactly. So we are not taught these things from the scratch which and we have been talking about it. So let's add it to our curriculum so that at least in collaboration resuscitation how to place emergency course ne normal. We are not teaching them. And yes, this is how it will happen. And we should rather encourage our people to insure their wares and shops, houses, etc. Rather than say, you better come mamas. And you live in the aqua. I'm sorry, I benefit him. Betting tax, Omo Mutrano, benefit to Omo. And the Nequasano.
I was informed, Mr. Yasanita, no political analyst, na meneno wahanamo ayebo enkomo enkakra na mekanfo best mobile banking ede amount. Best mobile banking every best point savings and loans na emma kwan emma utimi ye banking transactions every phone so with ease and one is over dial *277# na wa follow prompt no betimi a transfer sika ede a free MTN Momo account so and now certainly sell cash so and now Airtel Tigo money so now they are to best point account no direct no curve no bend afen so oso betimi ato airtime and now person bundle data so ubetimi aye no wetimi de bi a browse wetimi de bi aye calls ahodo afen so utua bills bi te say DSTV Go TV Star Times Box Office and ECG biller and one say onam wo friends saying wo best mobile banking app no so na wetimi aye sa payment we nyina afen se bia wo aba because opesa wo home eka ho nti wo no wo ye shopping na ena wo home timi ba wo ho pa wo ho timi eye wo de wo ho sisi wo ho so wani je wie peye wani je esipi esita wo ye shopping na ibinom te sa eno no sa no okwa eno ane se wo be fa wo phone no na wo best mobile money mobile banking app no ewo so na shopping okwa ya niam a wo beto no obetimi afa app no so na je se wo de aye payment easy kra was best mobile banking is easy, reliable and convenient na mom akronfo no mtete ho edima wani na ho bibini na se wo pese one best mobile banking ekasa press to free number 0800 505 050 0800 505 050 best mobile banking u phone nie u sika so enie monkai se meme da ya ena yenua nana ya okese so ne maame yesie no ewo MAAME MAAME edie nyina ye bu yaketem hwi yesi ufiri nkran ekoho no mo say 9 hours or 10 hours etie ne ye ko ne asa aba nti 20 hours kro ba ko aye kwa ye ko sie nipa 20 hours ne de kwa aba edie abusuafo mo amonko no ya no mo fasting abompaye ede atwen yen bizata no mame emrai na yenhwe ECG wo se wo containers bi containers na agu port for how long ni wo ko hwe ya emu containers na emu 1328 wo ba power ya wo ko kan containers na bibia say over 3000 say bibia ye set kama within 3 months ya containers no 1328 and ayira enya nwanwa
nwanwa but enya nwanwa
yes
mama are you very sure say o say omoba power
no
omo ye
say omoba power no okoko hwe dinapo no kokko hwe e ko port na 3500 containers e wo ho edu asam so san ko bo akire okoye na chese ya mutu
ene nwanwa but enya nwanwa
I'm
telling you sure a Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. So what it be? I don't know. So what it is, but there's a certain phrase. Oh, we use a friend running.
And say that.
Na isi anajo.
Hey.
Per my intel. Anajo is
running. No.
Yes. And Crawford, omode containers abba, normal horo abba, and mostly they are in containers. Na ho taxes on betuano omo fee say esosoma omonti no they have their people there or an American say there's a syndicate, a system that has been created into omo train containers ni film anajo
omo dey kogu baby
omo dey call omo warehouses name whichever country omo transporting alcohol.
Oh wow.
Into it means say taxes so omo tuano they will not pay. Now almost syndicate no microphone more system they know themselves. Now if there's a difference and as a percentage between Amasa and Crawford, right? Into any news cry.
Wow.
But the M11 say over 1,300 containers. And this is Bemu. How many your friends say?
Less than 3 months.
And you said that mobile Bemu appointed to Rajinapo. He was appointed, vetted before approved. Mebwa. I'm saying no one can or my vetted woman. No one can. Was it?
Was he he was vetted.
So all this period. So let's assume say it took about 3 weeks for him to be nominated, vetted, and approved. I want to believe, say, it was after the mandate had been given to him, and San Obetumianya's authority to go there to check whatever it is that was going on at the port. And from what you are telling me, according to him, Okohoko Chekeye, and I want to believe, say, when they came to power, about a month later, Okohoko shared the Ekoso, and Okoye verification as a head count, and Okohoko say, so and so number of containers. ECG for there. But Bosome Kura answer so Osan ko hobium akọ check no. Na 1,300 of him. The man ye one and say for 1,300 over 1,300
containers
to be removed from the port within that month. Mami, there is something serious this country is not looking out to. It means that this country, we are in serious danger. Sir, what do you find say? Containers no crop no. Say 2 months when you had 10,300 in everywhere. And yes, a ship in cool. Unless you want to tell me, say, or more a good ship for us are diverted from the country to somewhere else. But say within Ghana and a year containers 1,300 na mami 2 months no. And at least in Crawford notices at the end intentem. Because it means that probably it may have to be a convoy. Say, a beer a day, 100 a train, and a 50 a train. That is the question. That is the question. This Amfakumas Quanso, Amfatakra de Quanso. Where did the containers?
500 at a go.
These are the questions we should be asking. Say, how many containers can be cleared a day and loaded? Don't forget, say, trucks now the containers in the season. Even though they are there, but it will mean that probably about 100 or 200 trucks have been arranged already. Until the six one say echo.
And if I hear
containers say to us so. In fact, so we police no checkpoint. That's a containers bear say e be 10, 20, 15 at to aso you must be you must be concerned. But your 1,300 and over containers have been shipped from the porter. I stand to be corrected, but I'm happy say majority. When your interview be Endra, I'm say the person he interviewed no me refiniding. Either he works at the port or somewhere, or either GRO. Now, or say there was no truth in it.
I mean, baby, Sapo. Say a bit him.
I was say
there is.
There's truth in it. Probably I listen to another station because
maybe
now Obi can say, I don't know, no crabby and na 1,300 containers within this short period no. I find a fire. Enti
meba Jerry Bremuna ema inside.
Yama Diana a woman is say Honorable John Jinapo. Ebra o take over. Unso oka first 3 ministers are John Dramani Mahama bo womudino obo finance obo energy and na akabako na ye 3 miensa first 3 ministers no na oka ho bi enti unse ye bodin sa na usually one say dia obeko just obe pass through enti o share ne familiarization exercise as ya na to so dey say enti enumu no na obeka ya say ye de eye John Dramani Mahama crazy ade so no sa bre na yenya enverti no but no be catch say like 5 hours bia to say you could ba say sabre nkwa na enya no mfa ni siade so but ya bo wudi ni de na wo acte so wakwa shadow minister e was aso ye ho eti no na okohu say ECG fo akra no ma bi aba begu tema pot
ai gu ha o mon clear
wo mon clear ya no ma gu ha demorage asa ache no
yesu
about 1.5 billion Ghana cedis
worth
so I just say demorage nko an enti eno no na emma honorable John Jinapo yes any all power bedwakuo bi say wo mon konkohwe
Womo ko clear sa containers.
De enye so womo ko clear, womo hwehwe mu say adenti na ECG fo akra no ama begu o man ni mu. Na agugwa accumulated demurrage of 1.5 billion. Etiamo no adi kan ko ho. Ofri ko no e no bebo Ghana fo amane through Parliament House. It is 3,000 according to Parliament anymore.
Okay.
And yes, what kind of press conference be as you? House of Record.
Inform Parliament.
Oko inform Parliament say wakoko ako who say 3,000 containers egu ho. But on the central for besia ye no, or say 2,500 containers. It just a kono so no questions.
Na no nya ba.
Na no anya ba ko ho. Because Parliament House okay 3,000. And now besia central for okay 2,500.
Which is which?
Which is which? It's your going to say no. And the PR on me, ye bisa no all can say a briefing na one more demand. Well, and yes, you be man the benefits of the doubt because we minister Africa no waba. And yet dia one me work on and a be more briefing.
Yeah.
It's ya no na be the ko no power ye no. One mo call port one ko ye nhwehwemu no. No mo ko say o figure wo kan kra no containers one mo call ye no. Mako 3,000 1,328. A year every the total number no say ye 2,005 say ye 3,000 do 1,328
enka ho
nim
onyini say be betumi abase o man kan ni
wrong briefing
so baby a normally free ba enti normal economy honestly ema ye mu bi no yete ye no you bu free part to the extreme because yet hand yet say yes excavators ayira na on man ye nyina ye die tiri sa excavator ayira say na container nso a ukoyi one single vehicle ya senator no where you car wo port pen one single vehicle biama say ukoyi our port na wo personal effects personal effects they say normal wow be so wo fie na eno krampo gumu a me say ye de car bi by infinity normal na egum na eye T-roll ne nkwala brush omrichi omo say ne nkwala books ne eno kra questions won bi sa me no na a whole 40-footer container
ayira
na mako 1,328 ayira report there aw
1,000 plus 300
and then that was on my
28 abebeguso
it biama say na de no koyeye enti anya say purposely committee ni kwa hwehwe say container bi ayira wo na mo de na mo kwa hwehwe say adenti na no ma begu kwa na ye wo mu ntimi yi
could it be senior Mr. Zanita no can say wrong briefing
I can remember to me and why you are
the committee
yeah
from what has happened appears to me that they did a head count and they saw that per the number will be count much say every so which suggests to me say they gave him wrong briefing in the sense I don't want to believe that the minister did a head count of the so-called 3,000 or 2,500 containers.
Now we
say be our parliament a PA, some of those in charge our port on calling the attention to this it's not up to 3,000.
It's not difficult
to find. It may be around
a bill of ladies.
It's not difficult to find.
Bill of ladies are available.
A certain MAAME BIAMAH company a supply.
Exactly.
A bedroom port had Dabenda. So where the number can't we get?
Simple. Very simple.
ECG can testify to the fact say I'm paying 3,000 or 2,500. Bill of lading or the manifest. Port to one kasana say nipa no kra your fan so no money buy. And also documentation. So why should we even be now conjecturing? Say about 2005 and I say
3,000.
Now could do parliament. Now could do not I think something is wrong here.
That's right.
There's something wrong.
Yes.
Until I don't want to belabor on it until say ECG. Probably they will call. They will have a press conference to and so PRO. Educated the public say on this date and so date. Your crack container say be drew sequence of so and so be arrive on this date. So not your can bomb who say.
Na enya one was say up to now ECG for son can share info. And no press conference na
ECG phone kasa.
Because I was here who I report here say containers ne buy. Any offense go on for how long?
Even former
na wo ntimi nkonko clear ye.
Former managing directors one mobile ECG ho we ajeman debi the okwa answer ajeman budu buy answer do big. One nyina mbeboa no mo may briefing no because at the end we are talking about $675 million because and one may contain about bia no estimated cost $500,000 US.
Yes,
multiply it by 1,300 we're talking about $675 million.
Yes,
it's yes one mbambe boa because I deal with the
ECG for mon kasa
na one my period and so period and so and soon to me my
yes
because Henry me beside period and period the bang and a report and a capture one must say a period in the and man capture report and I'm more police I want to be in Biama winim nana ya me na me susu say container I free port who say nana ya kai easily you can trace it because documentations and the processes are family.
You can't just take it out.
You can never ever you can never ever say what could you contain about cope e dey fit my port ayira enti na me susu say na say ko mo ko ye system no so I comes in a walk way
but easily
they can easily when you have na ko kan container
my dream so yeah me say ade no bibi anyra
you see sanka national security for the akropa omo dey buy name some akofa because no you understand but any national security property na nkrofo property they are supposed to pay duties now you say 1,300 ayira sa
na I just say I feel one multi-million questioner bibi sane say adenti na aban adwuma na womakra bibi e dia ba o man mo eto na aban na oje
enwanwa o
me na aba begu ho na adenti na ete say egu gapo ha na ya ban dia enye MAAME BIAMAH dia ECG limited liability company nenso aban and ekuta the shareholder very good majority shareholder intia den aban adwuma na wakra bibia ba yesi egugu ama demurrages 1.5 billion na no de wom adem so obi aye bibi o hwe woni demurrage na ye tua no ye tua magano ye tua ma the ship debi ye tua ma shipping line anything na yenoma ye kra no ama edebida bia ye kase demurrage abanye bibi mfa eti biama wonim sesi aye gina wo 7 days se wo no ama beba ene da ben ene ya wada when we say holidays we aba be ship na ship no aba be vessel na aba be duro ebia wo no ama bi wo ma wo ba be ye se wo yi ne ne ene ebia wo te ya wentima ya bank transaction ochina Friday so wentimi anye na go through a ene ochina e kan wa yesen 2 days meme that 3 days
ni nyina ka ho
kwasi ada wom de aka ho Monday holiday no wom de aka ho Tuesday 7 days aso ade achen ya age wo kope bosia wanhwe ni ya obetu abeye 30,000 in addition asa wo de atua demurrage eti ya kan say Ghana Shippers Authority se wo kokko yi unu ama ye wo sika bia ye tua de mamo obi okra no ama ba Ghana bia wo sika bia otua e de ma Shippers Authority
is the one in charge ho
enye me nyonko Professor Jampo Professor Jampo na ye in charge enti sa de no mo ye de na afa ho because ye can holidays ene obi no ama ba bedru e bia ni pan ko bedu ya na e bia sabi enko eche me fa sa na ya okese okọ me hami wakra bibia ba bedru ene de ati bia demurrage be we no because the holidays near the baby show in Romecan Fra. Kwesi ada na me den na mo kan fra. Na wo shipping lamba be na ya demorage sika tuturi die near the amam the common man.
No of ho ben.
Good. It's the I can say ECG e ya ben adwuma. It's e ba ne say anamo na shipping line no. Sa na bisusu because woman my information.
Kana na bi wo mo shipping lines.
You be speculation na no mo de no kre na ba. So woman can no kre na tene ya. Ya be kan some na dia.
Me dem magya de minim ne sa ade bibi anyirai. Bibi anyirai.
1.5 billion cedis.
Bibi anyirai because within a space of less than a month na. Na containers mako 1,300 abeku so. Sana 28. The Makuma 5 crazy.
I think that the minister was wrongly briefed.
Yes.
Yes, because I want to believe strongly say he person as minister did not do a head count. It is the committee that went there. Probably they did a head count.
Okay, there's a message here. I'm putting it across. Kwame Safo and or say JJ said the transition said they have 3,000 containers at the port. He went to the port and was told it was 2,500. So he set up a team to audit the containers. The team report says 1,400 is missing.
Missing from
today, 40 of the containers were found in Pong.
Yeah, but there's something. There's something I missed also here.
Discount here.
So there's something also I missed here. When the new government came, during the transition, they were told that 3,000 containers were there. But when the minister went
to verify
2,500. Now, when the committee went, they said that 1,300 and so were missing. From which figure? Is it the 3,000 or
the 2,005?
From both.
And JJ so John Janapoy. Oko parliament so he was in fact parliament yankasa keke wo.
So based on what the transition has provided him no. And no original here.
Mame, when you say nonsense, I want to believe that there's good governance, in
place.
As you see, for transactions of money, to be project. Why don't they project the number of containers that came? I don't project it. So, say, Anka Minister PR no aba, and I say ECG. What my project say? Yenya containers so and so. They came in so and so batches. Then you know can boma.
Yes, see.
It be 300, 3,000. Now 3,000, no. At the end of the day, no, saying that every it's difficult to.
Biama and young Quay.
But remember, you are dealing with politicians.
And the date here saying 27th.
But you.
My Joy Online. One more publish a story way. A minute past 2.
Okay.
Internet just say one more publish here. No check it time. Be an hour ago. I see 40 of missing ECG containers found at warehouse owned by Indian National Energy Minister. It was the Energy Minister, the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Abdullahi Jinapo, has revealed that 40 of the missing electricity company of Ghana ECG containers have been traced to a warehouse owned by an Indian national at home near Tema. He made the disclosure during an interview with TV3 on Wednesday, 26th March, commending the effort of the national security and law enforcement agencies in tracking down the missing containers. Where, Biama? Port one, custom officials. They know where the containers are. Custom officials, you go. Masa, woman, you know, mutiri keka. Say, Yetimia who contain maybe. Our baby, a year 40. When you fast, you pay. Him for the sunshine, yeah. Why no me ehwe mo gate who report who say dey what here. Okay. It say one see who 40 and then I say no.
You said okay. We will speculate until the truth comes out.
The truth comes out.
Now let me tell you something.
Yeah.
My mind is telling me say probably the containers did not even belong to ECG. But they forged ECG's name in bringing them in.
Okay.
Probably.
It could be.
You understand?
It could be.
The possibility, because how would these things end up in India? Because Omo Mayati said no me gumuno. Cables.
Cables. And the ECG for no. And all the ECG din no me do come to Adam money.
President secret to me for
yes. Yeah, no cry.
No money akraba.
You are not far away from the
ECG was sitting
there. Me say so ma yen hu no cry. You better can say ya dia.
Say ebia ko say be ECG the ECG din and a cover by then a transition who say these containers belong to ECG.
Part of one the manifesto said, "Yeah, my friend, no, you will see, say, you can't normal way with ECG, but because they know, say, it has been the normal practice of more year. The company be didn't better now.
And the ECG for more assemble because some of the ECG din a crash animal bar. ECG may be aware of that.
Yes,
I be almost cut womb.
Yes,
and
ECG
they have to come and speak.
ECG merchants pump pioneer crash at 3,000 containers.
I didn't need the womb. Dear Namakra, one country.
You mentioned cables and meters. And I wouldn't say this India, so most of them are
transformers.
Most of them are into this business. And it probably will be to me a conavo from the ECG side.
Yeah.
No money are Indians. Yeah,
I am one
in the name of ECG.
No more saying private ECG because electricity meter out the bar. The final ECG for another.
Most of them know that the managers of ECG also had different meters, the bar different.
Yeah.
They almost struggle for everybody to get his meter because we'll be up in the trouble. And you know meters in different, and they source through these Indian guys. They don't go directly.
Ghana was somebody.
Just say
Ghana was somebody.
Papa. When I be quite saying and when you bring a man for them, I'm not
answer saying Ghana.
I said,
because one brace ya because no crown or why was saying central for a 50 and India so I can't now a month for now. Yeah, Kwama. It is a young
say, see, it's your customer one word. I be said the end. Yo, that.
Hey, some woman get me that's it. Yes, nan.
Yes, your man will be see in Palma and can you read that? Emma, dear Cano, I am fear. You say, you will buy and now will bring you everything that the child wants. But yet, I
do bonnet, I dream bonnet, a basam, a com, or here. Oh, that's so come. And then you to my power foreigner, ever born a real mind. When ya dream with the hopper and get back of China for Aquachero, ye reserved forest. How dare you? Ya dream your papa.
I brand here some my baby can once a moya. For a defending. Mammy, I am not serial callers, a regular callers and testimony. The people you are fighting for, no more say, is it Stalin or so? Or can I say, politics, no, and nay, politicians, nay, masses, what to say, will be a walk corner, a corner. What to do in our life? Moja Pramono. And so, Sani Pano, the Brugu, Saniati, a brand here, dear, or ye. People within MPP are defending and condemning the Attorney General and condemning the government. Meanwhile, Sadi who regular caller and tester, who did you? Even lawyers or Marco Fano. Papa, who Bibia and Cancer, Monfre serial callers and testers. No, Munjira Mumam and Pia, or Monya Kakra Atafre. Nabio, Uncle Canessa, or Coffre or more did I mean that? And no more come. Now, say the way over attach say about and you will come there. Into young Casano, young Paddy, pa 11 years view. Or more, benefiting why you are condemned.
Eminem condemn it. And I want to me my boy by na baso I made the papa.
Be free ya. Efo. Aye. Efo say. Well ya onyi na na you who scored be ya.
He pay you.
Wahwe.
Obenye sika ya adwuma, obenye sika bo man hu bra. Me dey the papa sa 11 me nyintu mu da. It is a year free one more. Praise the name of the living God. Hallelujah. Amen. I say Alote Stanley, and I say, please, we are asking you, were the containers full of load? Says how containers been I so much chiwo. I must have and also I was saying, Alote, what bad yam and Mwakaba, where there's someone at the Yano Monday was more pension buy. Because that day now, almost cities now, I can't only a fake. But dollars in a genuine, gold in a genuine, dear account in a genuine. I fed a copper, I said dollars in a fake, gold to cry a fake, why you fake. Ghana, you were a offense of cocaine, and Danny Kunkunte. Cocaine, and Danny a baking soda was a DN. Alote, container na gold ne who cry ne ba a woman one key betting me at home at the treaty I one cabin. Sikano way
21. Wow. Na me
in fact when an kan discussion about containers once ma benti na ma make
a bar out first no me won say enkoyi
who ye den hu
because say security u ka kochi obi must you announce say me yes and I say umuko ho wie no must you announce it yeah na say dem say Debbie wow and I feel so time omo duro na omo announce into nipa ho any dia no he owns the container whatever no ono so yen say he will run away wow and frankly speaking maybe tea announcement na say Debbie
they say ayira
no but ayira when they control over it is the government you to can say ayira na many
interior ministry
yes
it also sometimes I see na ye interior minister
yes and that won't to me can say yeah what them
na ye interior minister ye ni I think even national security coordinator kana ye mfano wow and we ban this meeting and I say but if you are going to arrest someone must you announce me ba and when you go there you must put it on social media pictures was all over and the video was all over now me say Debbie we hear those who are behind it they run away
they will not come forward
how na me say Debbie enkoyi
I say FBI crowd in home later
they go see saying
because you see nobody can convince me say all the things they saw
enya fake I fake akomde ba ko see
nipa no wa Jimmy sa no be fake dollars apart
container mu dia ko sebe
na wa tua ho card ya ba oh massa mama
on say and I think so say we these are all my personal views we can buy no personal views on say I think so and same so see few days after the election where's Abre wow
camera na da so
say Abre na boss Abre sa na risk first can be to go Ghana home black kese pa containers of money both gold and dollars
I say see just after abandoned and like lose election
but you can't tell me say all that money will be shared among boys and Abre na come so
Ghana ye obi aye too gold wo ye gold reserves say
security in paying for muko ho no those who went there on that day and those who sanctioned them to go but security there before you move you have to sign some document and you must be allowed to go they have questions to answer
I should delve into it
yes
questions to answer we need more questions and answers
because boys are move from no meet that guy back who say that they know e she pass young friend no let me see why are you saying that because
a lot of people were saying say anything am say Ghana for nyina ya akronfo
me koyanka
me na me koya no dollars ka metambe ya bundles family asha
police military sa omo
so wo kire kwan
atade ya boto bebre wo na ukofa dollars
for gold
se ho kutu ya becho e be so di bi na sa gold bars no slip back e she wo shoe
oh mi sa ta so adere
ti se di onu kan se obi kan se sanka okobia na wo si anka $5 $5 but seriously speaking on a more serious note we need answers to that particular
yes we need
but I forgot
we have a problem
no pressure government to come and explain to us
at means that onim ne ayesa no as a country because your individuals fight for their own survival senka yade ya survival it depend on government na hand dying government we in charge of asase we in charge of bibia all the an say ye adwuma to our taxes baby obeda any problem what you say
yes but
because na me ka share kwa me committee kese say senka yade a bible say heaven wo ho heaven na oba ejapade a wape wasase so no ye de bejaje wanke ye be ton ni pa say ayi sebe when boy say we friends who are the other by who ye bia who ja ho akono look at us
37 houses
look at us and you have a big problem with their mentality
serious
and no ekunyen
very serious
abusia for 800.9 and was so egua otie no na Godwin Dankwa no say Mr. Sanitano, you have reminded me of my Latin in secondary school. Tabula rasa means clean slate. And was signed there, but party politics is the cause of our woes. If we don't abolish it for a non-partisan form of governance, there will be no future for this country. Alote me mwa fresh.
Mame mi jusu na mame fa kwenya wenchia. Etie fo nyina. Na menchia omo amohwe on social media so. I mean share was student so a thief from fan cheme and then me copy e baby na delim kakra no eja then how can I say it's about survivor so I survive until eja I say me say I can survive somewhere and I make sure time nipa say delay but I'm here to me share no e din ko money kama nti ya go so nti o mu fan cheme mami nti your first topic be na
first of all, you can the abolishment of the e-levy, betting tax, and all those taxes.
Oh, and the can for that kind, budget in Sempa.
Obi say because somebody here campaign, you have no excuse.
It's
na mucha mo na yemo yapa but mo dia friends campaign promises you have
the very simple say ye kan sa in fact time my finance minister everybody budget no or repeat e-levy
me kai say those time BBS em say MPP boycott to parliament to say ombe minority beginning
exactly can say with that few days I can election we abolish e-levy. Said there be. Then we say we are the government in its coffers will be releasing about 2 billion. But we say ya share areas we can make up the growth and sustainability levy from the mining industry. You increasing from the 1% to 3%. At least 2 additional percent will be coming. I'm told say that sector is booming now. They are making abnormal profit. They are making over 14% above Nyanka Money and until we get some money from there. And I think so your tax refund account over 26 billion every month up to now no. Or I can they can't account for it no. A hono percentage anka with a account 6%. We have reduced to what 4%. The 2% difference so will make up for the shortfall of the 2 billion. And we have in fact, finance minister all these taxes no be kai part-time or kind budget no areas will rake in money to cover up into anya idea bia and it's even say she we have to do because to me engineer Ghana for any campaign and kind sema when you get there then you want to change your map there be into I think say exactly into I think say Ghana for say Omoma Ora Mahama then buying a standing ovation say ni okay no ampa we ye free they say aka just about signing those documents or signing 1st April who say no sika just
see akra mo ntibiem me o nteme
me dey no muti o was enura say me ye bi no muti 11 anyway no say law no it has not been fully approved
ampa
wow nine report you I'm surprised because me be somewhere Tuesday and they say I saw all the charges are on free but I know say parliament will have to approve president must sign exactly because make sure median and I mean median is me fortunate median near across Tigo cash into me call MTN na no in boom na 11 so in boom me say me ma phone time I election last year say no me to be to 11 we pay 800 cedis
and also you see come back I can so be sit down you say me
I'm telling you and I wasn't fortunate campaign me nyina microphone free oh na me didi na maseni we see say na maseni we see say na maseni it means so say fans be about say fashion mo no so mama
so will you still go back again
ye bompa oh god me check here me see o me check me if any say me charges ni na any 11 no me ka bom no particular month was over 800 cedis so I'm like hey I'm telling you of e-levy much year anyway so it's good news and then the government will and I feel so it's not about 4 taxes or more because lottery tax they say no say there were 6 elements and more taxes but only one was operational that's a betting tax
okay
but gaming they didn't they almost started lotto almost started and I feel so promotional activities say be tie for mo tie bia mo promotion say mo chama de anka nipa ni nyanka they have to pay 10% withholding tax on the value of whatever mo che no and also didn't implement and I mo nyina no say ya twene nyina mu so 6 elements including the betting tax ya twene mo nyina no and na we hwe a former finance minister professor Dr. Amin Anda confused so he was looking at the entire 6 elements but omu implement it back out of the 6 and actually nyina mu and the tax is more than 4 and I feel so even the withholding tax on processed gold and also actually until you talk gold raw gold and say you don't pay any tax on it. I think this will be a relief. Until here can also let's look at the monetary value. Now 11 about 2 billion is the estimate and AG
every month.
This 2 billion
and every day.
No, 2 billion I think for the fiscal year, full year no.
Okay.
And this 2 billion is coming back to Ghanaians. In Saudi 100 cities, 200 cities, 300 cities for the year. Maybe the only saying is it's more than 5,000 for the year because of what I do no. Nina back. Meaning say 11 yan fan banker last election year no. I could have gotten free 5,000 to convince about 40 people and can be really election no. Well, these are some of the effects that we have to calculate and see the benefit. We have to give the government a standing ovation. Ora Mahamani NDC aben nyame shom pa say whatever they said no, they have walked the talk. And I say ebi mobile and they will change because me kai pa say ewo fear ora ba omi aba e can say it will be absurd for you to charge electronic charges on the digital way. Tell my yeah omudi 11 eba no oye mum of if any say mumu piece a tablet
one ka be den
yantininka no but you see meaning you don't have integrity. You should have come out to say no me na me kan ewo Peace FM say it will be unwise on the part of Aban. Oh no
what yenti no no den but your friend say Aban we are vice president
mami oba
what do you mean
me ba oba Peace FM and bia ahano despite media mu share no say onkasa na
there be at that time na say you implement it
because you see and then we see one lecture be on Legon and no ma or see if you look at the research data if you look at tax policies, if you look at the financial whatever it did not make sense for you to charge a levy.
Yeah.
And I believe say Orab near Okas Ansem no of Legon is not far from Oraba Omia. Oraba Omia has PhD in economics, meaning say if you were to be in the classroom, you have the research data and everything say you shouldn't have. But can in this where we quote him. This man never came. In fact, go were defending. I can say one can say. Of course, after election, or say means me win make him. How can you say this? Adia who na all the buy no. Abaya who come any side any buy Ghana for Ebreno. You say if I win, meaning say win yanga lie. I'm telling you. No onye. And I mean so in say I see me since I can't any panka. I'm telling you. Open now will not do it. And
I dear Bakwa Ghana for Binomos AB Sanson and they say taxes are much no. I'm Ben a mobile faso a finance projects and all that.
We share last year budget in terms of total revenue to mobilize. Now 186 billion, if I'm not mistaken from the figure. We share this year budget now target now like the revenue aspect is 223 billion. Meaning say we have even lifted and I say your pager Edmana Hedia share GR info say this time you have been collecting more than last year. So we have already make up for those losses. And I think your chair areas will go there to get it. Don't forget the 1% to 3% of the tax na AG from the mining sector na it will rake in more than the 2 billion to take care of the e-levy. And I think so we told you about the tax refund account. It means over 26 billion in a particular year. No? And also we are reducing the percentage that Ankaedigu account that's 6% to 4%. And the 2% will give us over 4.1 billion. So we have in fact Inter America say finance minister. Yes, even more than what we have lost. Inter America say finance minister na but people didn't really have much confidence in him. Say, but look at the way every cat be alternative means of what making up for the shortfalls. And the tax refund account mining sector tax from 1% to 3%. So and other things are here. In fact, what they have also preached in say, don't forget in say apart from say they are becoming more fiscally disciplined in terms of the revenue aspect, so they've cut down the expenditure. From 30 ministries to 23, 7 ministries gone. And the 7 ministers ni omo deputies ni and como land cruisers ni for allowance ni for ni and those are huge savings. Wow. And ni akani ni na free on to those are all huge savings anka. And then we share presidency no. In conform with no political appointment no we 30. Mami just 30 you. Nanka a few weeks HM say no. Now go be the 326 or so, almost 350 political appointees before you come to the public sector appointees. No, or they can over 13,000. Wow, but like they've cut down all those in 30. But I know say 30 no, ya lift here will not go beyond 150. 150 crore. That's like half of near OBA. All these things are physical discipline they put in place to, restore some sanity in managing our finances. With all tax we have already make up. We have shown areas monies will come from to sort out all these things. There's no any major issue with it. And like I told you, saying they have even raised the target given to the GRA to rake in more. And I will stress on GRA say, they are outside the tax net. You're finding ways by which we can bring them into the tax net. Because now Orak and Forata a year's analysis, see, about 11 to 12 million Ghanaians working, whether in the informal sector or the formal sector. But I'll show you in Crawford mutual tax, less than 3 million in HR tax. Meaning saying Crawford about 10 million, they don't pay anything. And that is where we have to, the GRA must wake up. And one thing that Meti said, GRA say, they are going after guy now Richard Niyamakwe say I'm say inti birthday now dey no anka okocha dey e wo osuchoden home bomba koche no osan call chief imam ho obeten ni fie edi benku anka how would you know say the guy is evading tax one woman say GRA is not working inti those people in charge of corporate tax they must all be dismissed. I'm telling you. Because you can't tell me this, Nipani be day birthday no, and after now won't say Nipani it earns more than that. TSC is owing tax about 30 million. Mami, do you know say? Mami, do you know say? You come pa obi free GRE ekoniho ekokoji. Baby, I'm telling you. Obi cans another issue. You can't answer no. Somebody told me say GRE nipa be eko some company be on boarding. Every man be your car na the amount of $10,000. Hey, no adjustment. I'm telling you, nti ama company no they have. Also, we have any tax estimates at the MOB every year. The tax estimate is always below the company's total earning. Hey, wow! So GRA workers must be dealt with. I mean, can you sit down? I think so. And come and tell me, say, therefore it's owing tax.
Our targets and our eyes are always on politicians. You know, exactly. You feel when they are the civil servants or more because the whole man now to say rot no ekosopa.
You have the then America say birthday we one yani big and friend Crawford or tlan fie edi na aduane e ko so chone nso e ma donation kan be hu in America say ye come pa bo say GRA ni pe bi
officer
e ko ni ho e di akara edi chane bottom. So GRA must wake up seriously, because if you have 12 million Ghanaians working, both formal and informal, now say yeah your tax only 2 million. Then it's serious, mommy. And that is where they have to. I believe say if they do their work, we can even rake in more than 400 billion every year, which will have a lot. And I feel so say GRA Nyamiya don't say omudis kanibanswa.
They should sanitize
the
GRA.
money must also go into productive areas. And one thing I mean here also concerning Kweku Edubuaino, do you know why? It's not because I'm happy say MPP Neo. It's a lesson to Nkrofona Nyamiya Dom Ora Mahama actually some from Munina say Mumbuami. Now you manage this government, who call as a minister, who call as a CEO, who call as a MD. It's a lesson say Ukoi don't transfer any $7.1 million into your account to go and buy houses. Because near actually it should be a lesson for all of us. Say state money, let's not dip our hands. Exactly. Bakufo, who back 39, 27 at a go. I don't understand.
greediness?
Oh, this is, so it's a lesson to and then
obi per houses are needing it. Names be.
It's a lesson to Nyamia dom ora Mahama afre o say wo boame as a minister of so and so. CEO of so and so MD no. Hweso na ye adwuma no. E tax ne tax ne ban so a make sure the tax goes into productive areas. Let's cut down the waste. Now Ghana for infrastructure in the democracy now practicing. It's very important. And the obi biara the dia bem say with this cano. Let's deal with the person. Yen Tony Bibia. Me, I don't even believe in this. It's waste of time. Yen Tony be like whatever the person is owning, like has no. Yen Tony na infantile sikano. And sumpua nebusa phones whatever they have. Let's take everything. Now ye lesson e dia mo bia. But if this man will go to event saying in Samam, it's what 42. The maximum sentence can be 25. In fact, it's about 20. By the time he will come at 62, he will come back to those 27 houses. Now, if you don't lay him back on, they can feed him properly in the prison. Wow. We can even sell it to the young first guy from the friend said the military for housing the officers. Now, in fact, Saturday houses. And for more, they should go and stay in it. One person. Now, how many rooms can you sleep in a day? How many rooms?
No,
it's too much.
Oh, during the future.
Oh, it's too much. When any GRE phone, this GRE new furniture commissioner, what's their names? If we see Sapon, he must sit up and he must get people to monitor in Crawford now. Yes, yes. Because you can't tell me say Obi in the birthday and I won't say it doesn't pay tax. I mean how?
Anyway, me that say Godwin Dankwa and Osekwa Kuno say in my first encounter with Memanti, as Anitano introduced himself as independent social commentator. Today he is a political analyst. Thank Mark Jerry for quick intervention as regards to the stolen containers from the port. There is no problem to be part of NDC commentators, but be real and let Ghanaians know where you stand as in political affiliation. So stop siding with Mohammed's led government even when things are not right. Osekweku UK to Mr. Yaw Asanditado.
Kujawe mama
okay. Joseph Uso answer and was say I'm watching you live from Wolverhampton, UK. What about Collins Dowda? And in case there's so much more or so much I'm not coming to be but we're not article.
From Temekoda 1 week.
Yeah. I was on for this 0.9 and Wasugwa Otieno. Now, young Komisatano, Galamsey fight. According to the NPP, NDC is not showing enough commitment. They are not committed.
Yes. Mame.
Musho commitment and can call and back from some
baby out
historical fact.
Baby out to UK no. Said yes, Obi we are a basic 200,000 pounds. You're in home channel.
100
and so
50,000
and so high young crow for more bam or more to say they are ensure airto. What you try on dear atem na me was some inside baby where
where send you to medium zatano
or some in
Oseka baby ujina
or some me jina won champion
ya ujina bia wo hini
me jina won champion
ya ujina bia wo hini ujina bia wo hini to say decide where you stand left or right.
I stand on good governance.
Okay.
Na mami.
Yes.
You can containers as someone sana adote oba. I've always advocated says Ghana yenka yankasa shipping line. Yenya about 10 cargo ships. Ati Ura Mahama say obe revive Ghana Airways.
Okay.
See yenya 10 cargo ships emra and can demorrage we na no. Say half proper na yetria Ghana ba. Mami, on the topic of Galamsey. Me who mo sister station here you see UTV. Say site ni bia cave ama nipa bese mienu. e coming kwa yem so mo 20 na shemo yem first excavator mpia nwan gu om so mo yem cover enye manio e ma asase no na mami the Galamsey fight last week
before you continue Mr. Tano mami and welcome me Gilbert Omane of the NP Gilbert akwaba
yeah na mami
oh no why late pa
papa you say unfo so
and then they move on ados wa bo so
ko ya kakra wa hanu abo ya kakra
hey okay
opposition anyway, na unfo ados
yeah that's it okay yo that's not there to us
so kasa ade na ye ni ha omodi eja omo ti ama ade na ye ni ha
eh asabu
Galamsey last week in Betra me say I have absolute confidence in the your friend say Ura Amakufibwa but I am totally against so-called water gas or forest gas no do one. It does not make one single sense because this thing in another way has been tried before. Ye the nipa and eco fight and nunti na yentumi enya resource na yi no. We should limit the human contact to drones. Ne promise Ura Muhammad de ma say AI and eba ko yes adwuma. Don't forget say after election has been won by the NDC no. Omo na omo ye adwuma ho dada no. Be the majority now mo ye MPP for no. Omo be kwa kogumu more. No man can say ade say ya lusu. Yen ko lutu ade ni bini so yen sika before omo be abeye measures e be take the system out. Sanso na NDC for no so omo anwen no. Omo so mabun bi so be kwa kogum ho more. Say yen so yen power nti ye ba. Na yen so ya be pay sika. This is what is happening. Until the last few 1-2 months, you know, from what we are hearing, good system ni power mining, right? Mami, say you take this kind of Galamsey as a terrorist threat to Ghana. Now you suma ye military no, and you say based on operation so and so. Now you na pass debi. We should descend on them with brute force. Debi America. Yama Ghana army because mami, you cannot sit in a country like Ghana. Not a few Galamseyers. You want to say because they are armed, you know, they are stronger than the state security. It's impossible. They are stronger than our army. It's impossible. And you said yeah Ghana army ni police for mutumi equal keep peace elsewhere. Another country cry who say Ghana for a bad professionalism. Ne say be a yembe pattern to kwa omo edimo akotepano. Yemma omonko sa ekono because say how ye military na say omanfo for ba be to ahye so a they would be the your friend saying our defenders na muntumi defend here within our own territory and for terrorize ya. Now what is the use of you? But of course somebody must sanction. Don't go and select a few say omonko yes operations. You make sure say they needed equipment, any ammunition, say they soldier for, any police for, or descending on them with helicopters, whatever missiles, they should fire them. Anybody who is outside the green belt should be shot and killed. It is very easy. Anya Shekrano, the previous administration, under from Boateng, according to him, per his report, Omo develop a system who will be across green belt. Why can't we go into this? Ura Mahama promised AI fighting Galamsey. So why the water guards? Water guards, you know. Omo ye ni party say yeti he ya. Ekwo nanim no. Galamsey yes ni be hu omo. Ma me meti ho na so send 5,000 Ghana cedis ato bi momo no. Na so wo go transfer no so no ase no. Mekwa koka. Minka. Until very soon they will all be compromised. It is job for the boys. Until I am seeing a failure in this particular action. Almost say sir a friend is saying water gas no never army no say dey no mo train no nti ade na o mfa omo expertise no mo train we mu no o mfa omo corporate nti say yan committee ya ho if we do not commit the political will na yan fa traditional setup na nka ho an fight ya mame enkosi aga every government will come and fail. Otherwise what is some excavators within a few period and yet water gas ne cause excavators no, it is the action you put in place. Until I'm saying say I did
aid it with the military. Na ye kwa and yes ya kosa the same crofo kitu bisa mko pamo, but it should be a war against those galamsey. Yan tro ama from so man from crofo ma magia forest ni yesuo so ni yesi wo mukrotuo nti na military a whole military of the state yet ho.
Basa honorable Amakofibo a wasi we no nyom no moko fronti ade no omo serve as whistleblowers
mami o say na whistleblowers act no omo ye no no kropo ukohu asem no koka where is not different from see something say something. This lackadaisical attitude will never help in building any nation. Mami one example and some make close. Osama bin Laden time omo hwehwe na kono no ye deploy nipa 24 on one person. After my almost surveillance using AI need drones munyina omoti America service into a whole munya no mu say wo so akro we so important we no wo a fear we no team they started surveying for several months into almost survey ya narrow down when they were going omo anka say o yasuma crophobic kekewu they had a backup into helicopters na kwa am say Tomahawk helicopters or whatever it is. There were two. One was a backup. Then the drones were also taking surveillance pictures, area view. And interestingly, backup on Kwanka, they failed the operation because one of the helicopters crashed. When the people started descending from it, one of them crashed. The other one was safe. Until the 12 people in that helicopter were able to descend straight into the house. But the other one crashed before they got to the house. But these 12 no more entire a damn crowd. They were able to narrow straight to the guy and shot him. One person, 24 Navy SEALs fully armed. The helicopters were war helicopters. Can't we employ the services of the military to descend on these people?
We can. Easy grammar.
The
political
this thing, Amakofibo, like I said, I have confidence in him, but he will fail. If we decide to alienate the military, now yet day, piecemeal action, knee-jerk action, because every politician is involved. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I haven't liked that particular statement because it is similar to the Ranado Bekayan. Say, none of my appointees in any form or whatever engaging. None of those can the same thing. Was say, if you want to be a businessman, go to the private side. At the end of the day, a cromfo pa na now no led by him. You understand everything that was done mostly was done under Nana Danko Kufuor's watch. Until that statement that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama made, I can assure him, say, his people, his appointees, many of them, on the family house and internal say, may register with me, Dima, may Yama no better than and most of the people who are in the bush there, they are doing it in the name of politicians and pastors and kings and chiefs. Until that statement, right? I know said that will not wash because nothing will prevent them from also getting concessions from mining. Definitely. But we are saying, yes, we should mine, but not destroy our water bodies and forests. My conclusion, descend on them with brute force.
Okay. May that sippy Gilbert.
Mame.
Yes.
Mame we cheer phone aha.
Just
na minchia wajuma for so omo no mo ye adwuma omo bo asonko so mame fanchi akese ma eye nana boachi yado new achimota na minchia yura Kwame Denchi the CEO of Double Tree Travel and Tour. Mame she galamse nsem no ase we offer ka say there yeah me nwanwa pa ne say offer ntimi ehu say even during your papa John Dramani Mahama the campaign time and time all king kind the manifesto the chair no nwanwa say your papa and me offer ehu say your mama will fail in this fight. Some of us yet na can say papa no nya dia owo I say can be bichira manfo no ne ento aba ma and no ne adia na eda na kuma so I remember pokwase amasama overhead na say o de ma me fan say no ye gbeshi so campaign platform so de ugina na otie papa ne nsema otimi ka say ye de free education ye ba feeding no ye discount no be ma headmasters no mo akodwom. What be that?
Aso wa mai.
Say headmaster ekodwom. Wait. Enti wo gina ho a enna meka cho say wo gina ho a kiremu sa kira manfo no say ye ba ye de be hye administrators ni sa.
That's the headmaster is in charge.
Enti papa keka san say me nyina e de kire Ghana fo. Na wo hwe ni galamsey time ana o hye bo kwan ye obefa so a fight galamsey. Na wo hwe honorable Joanna Jan ewure kan say ye kan ma no mo yi o mo ani asi ho pa say galamsey de ye betu asensuo na ya peye sika gu ye botoma e discana ko finance party a no dimu akotene pa ye kan obi a no ye ade wo sa adwuma no ho a untimi nyi ni frim. And so the attention was that ye de tumi ama ona wo ye senti kona koye papa na ntimi amie na no ammo wa wo ho da se eye nipa asumesi a ugina wo party ya na mu nsem say na mate say wo ye de wo ye nti sa na be ya gina che if Owura John Dramani Mahama na President John Dramani Mahama etimi tu anamo no samre na nkenei obeme ye nya hotoso se nka obetimi aye den akosa akono mind you ebra ye to aba wini pe omu wini pe ana omu so omu mabunu kutupa se yankoto nhye oboase gold mines yankoto nhye ho ne yentu na yense
no to send this penny be
na nyo mu amranche ye interview mu wan bi omu so omu ban na aba na ye omu ban ye se omu metu bi no mu so omu ndidi wante Mama wante
basa beba basa omu ban na aba no want to send this penny be catch up say mun konko yese
mama kancho
mitio
se koye se forest bi no makoto ahye hokrampo no mo ya nke ebe kan se ebia omu do mu tumi na ahye omu sa no mo koye den omu koye but for a minds like oboase na utimi nya akuguduro kokoto hye so se ukoto ase no na wo de obedidi se bi tumi bi nta wachi a obetumi ayesa de ka kire me even when military men ejina ho kura tuompo no mu nsro ufi se tumi bi ndi omachi a nko betumi akwa ayesa de sa sem ni si ye no ade asem na wate se papa na ka fa ho uga so nim de oye look their attention no is not on galamsey o omo tnase no mo plania omo plani gold board kwan ye be fa so a ye de nyansa kwan ebebo Ghana for minus krono na ya gi gold no ababegu ya bem na ya ton edi aye ehuye. That is what they are thinking of. Enye Ghana for enye na galamsey obaye what is say waka wan. And in fact, in a way, I'm disappointed in the media. Seriously, because enye ensu anamo ka say aye your friends say aye ebimu kotobrodo adani ti ebimu tobrodo di bom no enye adani ateche nti kotobrodo nko bo ateche no mo. But the media is sitting aloof and watching. Obia yedin because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nanado dia yenkuku no. You see, we can't continue to build this nation like this. Owura John Dramani Mahama se ne nia bre so obeku galamsey a na owura amakofi onu kra de no kra ya mesre kra onu hu ya metwe na wani abre ya ofaka wani abre se obeku galamsey a eno ni wey asoja fo kra
omu hia nkrofo mo makofe no ma be ka se aha na de ne koso enti munya asoja fo ni
asoja fo kra
to mo ne national security na ebe ya adwuma
asoja fo no kra gu atu mission mo sa se ebedrum mebi kra na esi obi ko ukoto obi so galamsey a bonu tu okunu meboa asoja fo no ko ekosi sen jese obi ya ba obi andidi ofa ene onkola no mo abo mu ho na omo so mu ko pe bi ni na de duni de ade na emu ayefo jese se amamu no emu ayefo won ayefo
ya na fo anu simame
you see these people are not serious debi won 3 months ago just 3 months and na mo ba ye galamsey look one of the major factor in my MPP lose election was galamsey Enti wo ba ye ya nka wo bo galamsey hu dewro e bo ho totorbento de kire Ghana for say yenwe Ghana for ho ye na ye senso ye na Sam George Kanyaka say the president is the what beneficiary of the what that activity. President the baby oni mu hwe wo de me besro ma me kama sem me nua me pa cho mesro o kasa kura na me nua ntu ka de ope wo me tia na me tie so anya nyina na me de hye me hu din nti mesro wa eduro nu nko ho why wo mame so you see these people are not serious. Which
people are not serious?
Oh, now is that John Romani? Why are you serious?
How can you sit here and say this thing? You're not serious.
Are you serious?
No, I'm coming. 8 years ago. Look at this. Let's get. You're not serious.
That is what Ghanaians for.
So stop saying what you're saying.
3 months into
you can't say you're not serious.
Fight Galamsey. Why is
it?
When you are brace up Galamsey anyway. Wait. Masa, mama from being fire home. So more failure, Muntimi Nku.
How can you say we are failed?
And you are
you give you 3 months, you give 3 months ago.
Failing in the fight already.
How can you say we are failed?
Yeah, but
no, because that's your expectation.
That is not my
that's what you're expecting. Say, hey, failing, I'm winning election. But let me tell you, Otamaso, Mami coming. Otamaso, Obalis cry. Obalis, Otamaso, come and say.
Share, and so say ya, say my in fact, and so ya okoto ya unomi. Amount of the toss and so on. Me so me kwa yanka say me ye MPP ninti. Nso ne de be ma me bia 1 cedi. Quite send amount of the toy no. Da na me so me de meto. Nti nso ne environment ne protection ne de. Ehia ye nyina. But
we must discuss it on a nationalistic.
Stop saying serious.
We are serious. What the
8 years. Look how happy we are there. Exactly. So don't say something that's not serious. Only 3 months ago. Look at the things we have done.
Well, we say how.
Oh, what are you telling you?
Say how. Yeah,
Masa.
Debi.
No, you can't say. Don't say.
I don't even understand.
No. And those words are being serious.
That's what I
You can say we are working.
Asema meka nyane se hwe anamo a wo betu no wo sase ya na ehu se aban na ni aden abreso obeko Galamsey me de anya Galamsey no kwa god na ehye fom na de atu na o se den yetu uti ase but yen fa kwan paso na yetu ba obetu Galamsey now the best say nsuwa ebubu ye nua ye koko ne enego koko. Look at the rich history behind cocoa. Enne ye wo uko your friends say ye wo cocoa your papa tetekwasi ni din. You see that history behind the family and obitimi tears ka kokore obitimi nya kukuduro ka said the way asase ne ayi what on the Galamsey for because of the environment. Enne ye kwaso ye mreso egusu uko o de mumma yanya ne mumreso mu behu no na nsuo na esuo no adane your friend is saying anhia ebe kakra na nkofo otum anhia.
Thank you so much.
These people you shall say na ye kan no na say ya o and say but they are making so who nya botre
we are even used to go to say
can you imagine now why you serious mommy every ya nananom na gold e da nkonwa wa na wo beba be ka kire me say enei say who the gold to ha gold holding aban so
the gold board yes you are ignorant
is a gold board in the hand
but you see I don't want to be no see me baby see me
okay
how can you sit here every time see every time no every time how can you sit here and tell me say back my
2 minutes
no problem that is what that's your mind and nothing again for to am no to I'm telling you, Mami Eba. On say, my report, according to one senior minister, say, Oko Dubai, no report be HSA, go there to every Chromano. Only few was reported at the BOG. If the God board is coming to what? Bring all these things to what? To down. Say, God be every Hano will pass you the board. Like we have Cocoa board. What the heck I say? They are establishing, meaning say you are completely ignorant about the whole thing. Oh, yeah, this is Just few months ago, can I talk? Just few months ago, that
is your opinion.
Look at Sena Muma Manager country now, because Basase, Obi is no economic. If I could but
how can you tell me, say, maybe you have to work in Tribano? I was a maybe you go Tribana.
Obianka said you go. No. You are still ignorant. Obianka said, listen, Monsieur dear. The point is here, we have a board that will be in charge of every transaction on the go. It is who the fear.